There we go. So, yesterday, we basically did most of the Fatman stuff and analyzed it. So I would suggest for today, we're just going to continue after Fatman and see what else we can still do. Hopefully there's nothing broken there, so we'll see how it goes. Let's go. Story, European Extreme. And then story-wise, it will be after Fatman. There you go. You know the drill, I'm just gonna go here. Spray the bomb and everything. Still funny to me that these codec screens are just not loading correctly. Now I do wonder if the demonstration is still here with the ninja. Apparently it is, that's good. We're definitely going to take a look at Harrier today. Harrier is going to be fun. It's also not too complex, thankfully, because it's a little bit more self-explanatory. Well, yeah, here we are. What do I need? I need both handguns, and I need the box and BDU. There you go. I'm sure for the most part, the interesting parts are not really here. I can just explain it a little bit. How early is this version? This is the PC Substance version. So early in the sense of 2003. Let me change a few system settings here. Always reset it, of course. No vibration. Radar. I mean, I can leave Radar Debug on. There you go. And I think that's it. So alright, yeah, normally we enter this room, destroy the cameras, so of course there's no camera destroyed here yet. Well, that is fun. How do we do the usual strategies here? Well, the fun thing is, of course, as always, you can just... there you go. Check like this here. Oh. There you go. Can I peek out? So this is what the ciphers do on this level here. And while we're here, let's also talk a little bit about the peeking mechanic in this game. So is it a source code leak or some pre-release version with debug? It is the 2003 PC version that I'm playing right now that was bundled in the leak of MGS2 from May 1st. And this is the version that was basically also shipped in 2003. It's not the retail version, which is a different EXE, but this is basically the developer debug version and feature complete, I would argue, for retail. The blue point part, I can't play because I can't get it to render. So it's not the HD version, which also has its own debug stuff. Anyway, I wanted to look here at zone view. Fine, pause. And I wanted to show you what I think is quite fascinating here. Because every time when we peek around the corner here, there's an additional like hitbox in our head here. And I would assume this is to still have, you know, a way for our actors to see like enemies. Because our own, you know, our own hitbox around our hips, that's not really like peeking out enough. But the head, of course, is. And I would assume that's what they mostly see when they're looking around here. I've heard the BDU works like camo, and it's harder to see. Is it shown in this version? Can you prove it? I tried it before. The BDU does absolutely shorten the range of enemies and ciphers. However, the view cone that you see here, these view cones that the game renders in the debug version, they are fixed. They're not actually found like that to the BDU. They are, of course, changing with the difficulty, but unfortunately, there's like no way for us to see how much it shortens. And we're going to get to that actually in a very cool example later. Great. Thanks. Let's go down here as we normally do. Alright. So normally on a European Extreme run, go here, gonna get the 𝐵𝐾. Gonna delay a little bit here, so the guards downstairs don't see us. Gonna shoot the wall here, so we can get the 𝐴𝐾 and this guard is distracted. And that's all we gotta do here. Now we can just leave.
Nothing here.
Oh. Whoopsie. Yeah, it's not pre-release, it's based like the release version, and it has additional debug release. So I wanted to specifically also... I forgot there's disclaimer here. Again, in a normal speedrun, there's a lot of stuff already removed here on the way, so that's why you see me struggle here.
What's going on? Answer me.
Now that's why we equipped the BDU after the Harrier fight in the speedrun, that's right. Again, we get there when we get there after Harrier. I'm sure we'll definitely get past Harrier today. Oh, you can actually see the claymores there when you aim at them. Oh, that is fun. Right, it also shows here where the hitboxes are with these turrets. You really gotta aim at the gun part of that. And then you could... I still missed the first one. It's not required to equip BDU to progress in the perimeter, but the fast alternate strat is way harder. Indeed it is. I mean, I still do it on normal because on normal it's like free, but you're right, Bracken, of course. The on hard and extreme, I still just put on the BDU. I wonder why there's still more coming here. But I definitely have like removed all of the claymores now, right? It's quite easy to confirm now if you're actually hitting the turret or not. Because all of these like little like steel beams here that hold it all together, they don't count. The upper part here does not count. It's really just the gun part that counts. Not of course that. Okay, now please have all of the claymores removed. Bloody hell. Let me get that. Before the Harrier fight, is it possible to shoot all the switches without the PSG-1? No. It's not possible. If it was possible, speedrunners would do it like in the last 25 years that we have been speedrunning this game. It's not possible. You need the PSG-1. Because the SOCOM basically has like a limit of reach, right? And that limit in reach prevents us from shooting the ciphers with the handgun. So, in this room here, I suspect there's something in the debug menu specifically. So let's go here and take a pause here from our usual adventures. I'm gonna close everyone's eyes. And there it is already. You know, of course, there's Emma's trusty bird. Let me turn that off here.
Hello?
And actually display it off as well. So, with the Parrot, we have a few options actually, which is not that many, to be honest. With the sound check here, which is just off or SE, and we've already seen this with Fatman and of course with the 𝐾𝐮𝐮 option. And let's see where we can activate this. Oh, okay, so the left stick up here allows us to play out the sounds.
What's up? Venus in Cancer. What's up?
Hold it.
I thought I closed their eyes. What? Normally we should not be seen here, you know, that's the reason. Hello, I like to shoot the bird? You're a monster! I mean, the bird is impenetrable, right? Because it's being protected with fortune. Now, let me try that again here. Why were the eyes not closed? Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Now they don't see me. I maybe have accidentally put it back in again.
Hello?
I wonder when it plays. Maybe,
In Cancer.
like, you can definitely see on screen right where it says SE, right? So there's like 9 different sounds it plays, but it doesn't play them.
In Cancer.
So I'm confused, like,
What's up?
Hey, you! Just wait a minute.
Why do they see? Now it's closed again.
What's up? What's up?
You should not be able to confirm here, so.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm under enemy.
I'm confused, like what's changed here.
The perimeter.
Time for a treat.
Reinforcements are on their way to the front of the elevator on B2 of the Show 1 core. Intensify the level of security.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Good morning. Good morning. Time for a treat.
Or maybe 7 is just that. No, sometimes it does not play sound. Also, we can't like change any of the other sound stuff here. It's just SE mode, normal.
Hello.
Okay, with L1, similar to 𝐾𝐻𝐿 again, we can change here the SE mode. So now it's mode bomb.
Venus in Cancer.
What was that?
Good morning.
Maybe it changes you into a different NPC?
Good morning.
I don't know. Maybe the playback is actually
Good morning. Good morning.
like automated. There's again.
Hello.
So it really is just
Back at 1.
normal or off.
Stay alert.
Fascinating. Oh, now it plays a sound when I go up and down in the SE with sound effect. Can you put on the audio playback time at the same time with all the other stats? Sure. Need to.
Hello.
I think I just crashed the game. An accident. Because I opened up the lid from the laptop and then I think it's crashed. Yeah, it looks like it crashed.
Good morning. Good morning.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the laptop open in case I need the keyboard inputs. Yeah, every time when you launch vSfix, it's programmed to delete the MGS2.exe file, unfortunately. It is not keeping that in there, so you have to like rename it or just set it to override. But I mean, you don't launch, you set up vSfix only once exactly, and then you just launch either the MGS2.exe or the MGS2_SSE.exe. Hard to see again, yeah. After Ninja demo, yeah, that's fine. So there's gonna be some trouble here, but I mean, I can just send for most of these rooms the eyes to be closed. Oh yeah, because it also crashed. I gotta do the setup again here. It's cool that in the debug menu you can do all the things that you would normally do because you can't access them, you know, by normal means. Which, like, yeah, fair. I'll just close their eyes so I can make it past the cameras here. Bam. There you go. Now we got some peace and quiet here. Okay, you probably... Let me still show this quickly here, the hazard. So these are all the like mines that are here. All the way to the end. Okay, give me Muteki. There you go. Alright, should be all done. I mean, we've got Muteki, we can just walk over them anyway. But you can actually detect like where mines are based on this so-called event view hazard and just aim at them with your gun, which is fun. Also, apparently now the water's back. Like, I swear I didn't change anything since yesterday, but now the water's back again on the same laptop. I don't know. I had to open a few times before I remember my DualSense is showing up as an Xbox controller because of my 8-bit dual wireless adapter. Fixed my control switcher was easy to customize and set it to 1440 times 1920.
Are you all right?
Yeah. In the text file, it's definitely easier.
Right.
Yeah, the X input plus is for the controller and stuff like that. Alright, so I already showed you what we do in a normal speedrun here, so I'm just gonna close his eyes and then move on as normal. I mean, not really as normal, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm on about. It even has the M4 in the save file already, gee. We want to go back to the Parrot. There you go. Good thing that here instantly resets the alert, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, now also the faces and the codecs work again. So I have no idea on this laptop why this changed from yesterday. Yesterday the laptop was closed, now I just closed it. Restarted the game and now water renders, the faces render. Ominous. The debugging of MGS2, guys. It's a live experience, you know. Let's get back to the Parrot and then I can press some buttons on the pad. So we go here, close our eyes, and turn off our menu so we see everything. Alright.
Hello?
Here. So let's see what happens when the...
In cancer.
Oh, so it definitely does something here, right?
What's up?
Hmm.
Venus in cancer.
Let me additionally turn on the view here for Parrot.
What's up?
Oh, you can also see, by the way, there's a wall here.
What's up?
But leaning against it. All of these blue walls are actually the walls defined as that.
What's up?
Oh, for a second, the model's there.
Good morning. Good morning.
I have a feeling we cannot, like, selectively play the sound.
Time for
We-
a treat.
We can set it to the ID. So SE6 is now...
Time for a treat.
Time for a treat. Maybe not, I don't know. When the camera focuses on the stretching out, the probe resets the eyes closed parameter. It did reset, you're right.
Morning. Good morning.
Hmm.
Time for a treat. It's him. Someone get over here.
Send backup ASAP.
Understood. Dispatch
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
room in the
Yeah, we can't really
escape.
change what we do here, right?
Venus in cancer.
Now you can... Because if you never shot the Parrot here.
Good morning. Good morning. Enemy sighted.
The Parrot has, like, specifically
Enemy sighted.
protection.
Requesting backup.
You can also see how the cage has a huge hitbox. I can actually shoot next to it and it's still...
Cancer.
Yeah, it's still redirect the bullet, like, with fortune.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Oh, that's fun. It's a rather large hitbox, I want to say.
Time for a treat.
Parrot. So really the only thing that we have here is SE and stream and off. So I wonder what stream does. And here we have stream mode, normal or bomb.
How? How?
Oh.
Hello? Good morning. Good morning. Top of locker. Top of locker. Good morning. Good morning. What's up?
Oh, so left stick, left and right changes now to stream mode.
Good morning. Hello? What's up? Time for a treat.
Return to your
This
positions.
sucks.
Increase.
Oh, okay. Now if I put the left stick, left or right, then it also plays the sounds from the library.
Understood.
Hello?
Reinforcements are on the way to the front
Enemy
of the
sighted.
elevator on
Requesting
B2 of the
backup.
I have him. I
Hi. What's up, JN?
need some backup here.
What's up?
I always wondered in the cannon, what is meant to power the bullet deflectors, the Parrot, and Harrier? Are they solar powered? Maybe.
Ba-boom! Top of locker. Top of locker.
Let me turn off the event view quickly.
What's up? Top of locker. Top of locker. How? How? Top
Aw.
of locker. Top of locker. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so we have 15 sounds there. 0 is the morning.
Hello.
1 is the hello.
What's up?
2 is what's up.
Retreat.
3 is time for a treat.
This sucks.
4 is this sucks.
Good morning.
5 is that.
Cancer. Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted.
Good morning. Good morning. Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted.
Repeat back up. It's him. Someone get over here. Hello.
Excuse me, the Parrot like really parrots both Emma and the guards.
You must be Ames. You must be Ames.
Why does the Parrot know this? The parasites are talking to the Parrot. That's only something Raiden says later.
Hello. Whoa, whoa. What's up? Ba-boom.
Boom.
Top of locker. Top of locker. What's up? Time for a treat. Good morning.
Okay, and so that is stream mode normal. We have also bomb.
Good morning. Hello. What's up? Time for a treat. What's up? Venus in Cancer. Time for a treat. It's him. Someone get over here. Return to your stations. Venus in Cancer.
I always wondered how the bird knew this. Maybe if you go back to the bird post after aim. Oh, it's a post aims. Yeah.
You must be Ames. You must be Ames. You must be Ames. Whoa, whoa. Top of locker. Top of locker. How? How?
Every time when I hear the slam, I'm like, oh god, Emma has been sitting there hoping that Hal comes over.
Good morning.
Okay, but the stream mode really doesn't seem to change anything. So it's Ava just checking the sound engine, what happens? Nothing really changes also when we're like walking around here like that, so. Fascinating. Oh my god, way too many.
Hello.
In sometimes places 6.
Venus in Cancer.
Fascinating. Oh, that says stream mode in the menu, not stem mode. Yeah, stream mode.
Good morning.
You can teach it to the Parrot by repeatedly saying it to it. Oh, right. If we have the... Wait, I can't see right now what I'm having in my hand. Player display on.
Venus in Cancer.
Increase security.
You must be aimed.
That's how the Parrot learns.
On the way to the front of the elevator on B2.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Intensify the level of security.
Wait, bomb could be referred to Snaketail's A. Is the bird here in Snaketails? I forget. I don't know. Gotta be honest, I have barely touched Snaketails.
You
How?
must be aimed.
How?
You must be aimed.
One thing I'm curious about are the flames. What do you mean flames? Are the hitboxes out of the
Time for a
flames?
treat.
You must be aimed. You must be aimed. You must be aimed.
Hello?
You must be aimed.
What's up?
You must be aimed.
So funny how sometimes the model's there and sometimes not.
You must be aimed.
What's up?
Is that what this 𝐸 counter is for?
Venus in Cancer.
You must be aimed. You must be aimed.
Or so maybe that's just set to 1, so...
Ames.
Ah! That is fascinating.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay
You
alert.
must be aimed. You must be aimed.
I really don't understand why the texture is sometimes there and sometimes not.
Cancer.
I think the bird is in Snaketail's A, not 100% sure though.
Time for a treat.
Anything that helps to better understand the 𝐶𝐚𝐮 spray range also. I've not found anything to that, unfortunately.
You must be Ames.
I think the whole 𝐶𝐚𝐮 spray thing is just in code, but not for debugging. At least not in this debug menu. Tried already.
What's up?
Muteki. Yeah, for those that are just tuning in for the first time, quick recap, Muteki mode is invincibility. So first off, I go in this debug menu and turn off eyes. So eye control closed means all of them have their eyes closed. And then additionally, even if I do get spotted, I can turn on Muteki mode, which gives me invincibility in mode 1. In mode 2, I still react to the damage, but it still keeps my health, you know, intact. So it doesn't deduct health if I get damaged. And off, of course, is off. So that's why Muteki is fun for playing around. In me, yes, in you. But yeah, I've not found anything about like the range or hit detection with the coolant spray. We looked at it yesterday also for like 20 minutes trying to figure out why or when exactly the bombs at man. No, not. Hey, can I reload my ammo, please? There it is. Nice, full ammo. So yeah, try to figure out yesterday when bombs are, you know, fast versus slow. Could not make it out. The only suggestion we had that there's like a blue hitbox surrounding the bigger area around the bomb, and if you spray most of it, then it's a fast bomb. That's why you need a certain distance to the bombs. But it's all guessing, really. Oh well. Auger in mode 1 feels great if you can't aim well. Sure. Even MGS2 can't escape GME. If we could get this Muteki mode activated in the retro version, that would be great. However, it is very safe in debug only. All right, day 2. What do you think so far of what? It's the 3rd stream, by the way, for this debugging. One cool thing to come out of this debugging eventually would be auger manip to make it go left or right, depending on difficulty. Reckon I have to really destroy your dream of that. There is nothing there. There's no debug at all there. I have no idea why she decides to go left or right. It may literally be just depending on the frame of the IGT. I would need to dive into the code itself to see what determines auger starting pattern left or right. But in the debug menu, at least, there's no special option for auger there. We tried that. We looked at that on Monday's stream, which, if you missed it, later in the video description to this stream here, I'll also link, of course, part 1 and part 2. This is part 3 right now that you're watching, so unfortunately, I've not found anything yet with this debug mode. All right. Yeah. So I guess as soon as you leave the cutscene, just gives you a random left-right pattern. Yeah, it seems so. What's fun is in this debug mode, we can also already set the Easter egg for the hostages coming up. I assume though right now it is new game. Because I've not also found any new game plus toggle or anything. In any case, if you ever want to figure out like how good these guards view here on UX, they view you a lot. Every like line that connects to you is a confirmation that they would alert on you. Well, the red lines are. Blue lines are where they could technically see you from a distance, like this one all the way to stage. He would notice you, but he would not alert on you yet. So yeah, this whole hostage room here is on European Extreme, like just terrible. They see you, and that's why we gotta be careful. Hey Flex. You love MGS2, name every fat man bomb location. I would definitely make a summary of that. I've not, yesterday's stream was so long, I've not even been able to do anything. It still worked today, you know how it is. And but yeah, 222 bomb locations, which is insane, right? Anyway, let me just show you again how this looks like in this room here. It's fascinating. That's why in UX, in certain situations, we gotta go and then quickly take care of them with a punch kick, so they just notice our weird action, not actually alerting on us. It is tricky. You think they can make their own MGS2 with the source code, like a fan-made remake? Well, the source code has everything in there in regards to MGS2. Bluepoint really just made a wrapper around MGS2 substance. with a few adjustments, a few, differences, of course, but still.
It's the enemy. There's someone else here. Send backup ASAP.
I have no idea, Tur, what you're going on about.
Encounter the enemy.
Should just turn it off. It doesn't matter right now what I do anyway. This is not a real speedrun, so...
Requesting backup.
If you're wondering how good these guys can see, they see a lot here. Oh, yes, it looks like he got the bomb position number 139 and 62. Well, here's the thing again, like I explained yesterday. Thankfully, if you're really good at this game, it doesn't even matter which pattern you have, because you never get to see if Vamp and laid out any extra bomb besides the 2 initial ones, which are, of course, always the same. Hey, stab. Alright, gotta get that sniper quickly. The real fun part of the stream really comes now, when we get to Harrier. Everything else is just like a prelude. I want infinite time at skateboard mode. Well, unfortunately, this version of the game is based on the PC Substance version, and there's no skateboard game here. And the skateboard game is just like a mini excerpt from the PS2 game, Evolution Skateboarding. If you've never seen it, let me grab for you. Got it. So, I mean, in case you're not aware, this is the game that the skateboard minigame is from. So the full game is called Evolution Skateboarding. And you can even see on the pictures there where the plant level is. It's like the third picture. I don't think you can really tell here. But yeah. So, it is an interesting game. I'm a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater guy myself, so... Yar. I couldn't really connect to this one. And in order to play in this game, Raiden or Snake, you have to like unlock them as like an alternative character outfit, which is really weird. They're not even part of the roster. So if you want to play only the MGS2 part of it, you're better off than with the actual PS2 version. Yes, Turb, we get there when we get there. Does 𝐇𝐚𝐮𝟓 work in this version? Oh, no. I'm pretty sure this laptop is running Windows 11. So I don't think it does. Yeah, I'm like very sure this is a Windows 11 laptop. I can try maybe later on Windows 10. I'm 40 and I still skateboard? Let's go. As far as I remember, no one ever figured out how to 16:9 patch that skateboarding minigame, unlike the main game. Okay. But it's not in PC Substance anyway, so, right? Unless I really missed something. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna go to Harrier. We gotta go to Harrier. Twilight 58, I know, right? Still a legend. Now we got rid of all of them here. Let's get close it down here. Yeah, of course, this camera is also not shut out. My limbs would break simultaneously if I were to stand on the board. Oh, jeez. I still have a skateboard. It's in the basement. All right, folks. So before we go to the next room, I'm going to change one setting real quick. And that is, I actually want to check something. So, doesn't matter if the eyes are closed or not. I want to take a look at the status view here while we're here. Let me turn display off. And so as we go here, again, this is something that I talked about in the first stream as well. But you see here how if I wiggle my left stick, you can see the input and the right stick as well. I assume in this game status view, you can also see what actually the inputs are when there's like a pre-recorded cutscene playing. So I'm not going to touch anything, I'm just going to let it do its thing. And as you see here in this, there's actually a lot more on screen than before. And then, yeah, it shows stick R moving. It really just plays back like a recording. Huh.
Right.
Well, that's fun. Nice.
That's the Semtex.
Yeah, so that's how they did it. I know in the game code for the pad, there's a recording setting and the replay setting. And that's basically how all of these cutscenes work when they're in-game like that. They just get played back, and you can view that input, basically, if you turn on the status view. Exactly. Ochino MGS2 is not in the game. It's not in Master Collection Volume 2. That's interesting. I like to think it's interesting as well, right? Because, like, how do you make these in-game cutscenes work? Well, just like that, really. Just record it and play it back. Maybe, you know, edit it a little bit. I don't want extra stuff in Volume 2. Playable MGS4 is enough for me. I assume. Please also play 𝐻𝐿_Babel. It is so worth it. Trust me. But understandable. If you only get it for MGS4, that's fair. Alright, let me put on the... where it's on the player, right? There, just put on. By the way, we're back again here with a level where there's the 𝐶𝐻𝐿. So, of course, we can draw all the 𝐶𝐻𝐿s again here. As you see in front of us. And all the other things as well. This is what I covered at the start of the second stream. So, if you want to see more about the 𝐶𝐻𝐿s, you can check out that stream there where there's a whole segment. I'm going to go into detail here. What I like to show you, however, in this situation here is... What's the medicine? How do these ciphers work? I like to think this is a quite interesting question. I forgot that the bandana is a snake item. Want to put on the infinite wig. Oh well. It's fine. Let's just restart again. So how the ciphers work on the 1-2 connection bridge, I find quite fascinating. It's relatively similar to how ciphers work in general. However, these ciphers are special. So let me go back here again. After aims, PSG1 event. That should be it. Yeah, there you go. Come on, my man. 𝐶𝐻𝐿 in Japanese. Thanks.
Right.
I'll get Ghost Baby. It's a great game, guys. Honestly. I've learned the speedrun once. I did like 2 attempts and then I forgot about it again. I have to relearn it when Master Collection Volume 2 comes out this August. Anyway, where were we? So, you want to check out this, the eye view. These are like special ciphers and they are always connected to us. And my humble idea of how they work is actually quite simple. They always see us and at the same time when we see them, they're also connected to us. And I have a feeling... Unfortunately, we cannot check like what they're looking at us in this view here. Unless we actually hit like the top here. This happens. So it's like an immediate check. If there's a wrong connection, they explode. It's game over. And this reminds me actually of the holds. Right? The holds in Tanker, where every one of these guards, they're just a puppet. And they only activate when they actually start noticing us. And then also, they don't even render like a view cone. Because they're not actually looking at us. They would see us all the way. They're permanently connected to us, and as soon as we're not hidden behind something, it's game over as well. I always see GB, and I think it stands for Game Boy, not 𝐻𝐿_Babel. Still works, I guess. Yeah, sure. So sad PSG1 skip isn't possible. That would save us so much headache. Yeah, for sure. Did you think they will sell them just for individual or sell in Volume 2? $40 is kidding me. They do sell it individually. I'm 99% sure they do. And there's some fun options in the Snake Tails dev menu also. Hope you take on all Snake Tails once you finish the plant also. No promises. That's what happens when you run muff. 5 bullets on base. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's get to business. I do wonder if we can actually see what we're aiming at here if we go on the player and hazard view. Doesn't work the same way, right? The sniper. Unless I have to like go out again. No. Fascinating. So the sniper view is not like that. Interesting. Move over to the left. Damn it. Always gotta go further than I think. There you go. So with the pistol, you do see if you hit him. Damn it. You can even shoot the individual rating here. In PC Substance version, can you move away the flag? There's no second input really, so I can't. There's also, the good thing is, like, let me go over here. Because the water is dark and not rendered correctly, we can actually see this debug menu a little bit better. The only thing we have here is really in regards to the birds. I don't know what the 2D layout display exec function does. I have no idea. It doesn't change anything visually for us here, so. Status, of course, as well. No idea what it does. Right? I do wonder if the Cypher still sees us. Yeah, they're still looking at us despite being hit. But I guess it's just how the debug view works. It's not really necessarily toggling off if they're destroyed. There's no think value, right? Oh. There is something here. There you go. Now you can read it a little bit better. So just game status 0, E&E. Alert level. This is all the stats that we normally have, but VR pad offset? This VR pad offset seems to be new. I don't know that. Huh. Nothing changes here. Okay, well. Fascinating. So anyway, we got the bird settings here and then all player stuff. There's nothing specifically here really, so that's that. Konami probably doing games in a line. First they do 1-in-1, after that MGS3 remake, now 1-in-2. I'm waiting for Medic Soul, Peace Walker, MGS1. You said Medic Soul twice, I guess. Or do you mean, oh, Medic Soul 1 remake as in the Twin Snakes? Yeah, that is the cursed question. Should they even bother remaking Metal Gear Solid and actually base a modern game on Twin Snakes instead? They definitely would need to make large changes to Ocelot because, like, we need a real challenge with Ocelot. That's not a duel at all. Where did this discovery of the debug mode come from? I mean, the game is quite old. Well, the debug mode comes from a leaked version, like a whole depot was leaked on May 1st. So it's basically as if you download a GitHub without having, you know, the history. So it's just the latest version, and that is based on what Armature, the developer behind the PS Vita version of Metal Gear Solid 2 had. So it has the source code from Metal Gear Solid 2 in it. It has the Bluepoint engine that wraps around it, and especially also some extra Vita stuff, and even some hints to like PS3 things. So with the leak that dropped on Metal Gear Solid 1, bundled in there is also an export basically or a build from the PC Substance version. And if you take that Metal Gear Solid 2 EXE, you put it into a retail version install, and you can basically play the exact same game as if you installed it normally. But now if you press start and L2, you get this debug menu. And there's a whole lot of bunch there as well. Again, check out the first stream where I go into more detail about the general stuff. It's on the live tab on YouTube. And of course, that's how we got him. So the answer is the Remaster Leak. That's right, Vamp. Sorry that I didn't get to your question earlier. Twin Snake's performance are vastly inferior to the OG English set. Also, as much as I love Rob Paulson, George Brett is Grey Fox. I would argue the same, yeah. Alright, let me drink some water first, and then we're gonna dive right into the Harrier. We already spent 46 minutes here, jeez. The speed that we go for this game here is fascinating. Alright. Who wants to have a good laugh? I like a good laugh. Let's have some fun with Harrier. It's okay, just keep asking. I just want to prevent me repeating the streams that I already did, so I will not go into detail about everything that I already covered in another stream, but questions are always fine, and at least I can tell you, hey, check out this stream, and then you can look it up there. So, Harrier. I think Harrier has probably like the best debug in terms of like what it really shows you in there. There is a ton of information with Harrier, Harmuteki set, route view, mode set, target view. We have got from the Kasatka the route control, move set, and everything, and even the snake stat. There is again a ton here. So what I like to do is, first we're gonna go and trying to find a Harrier. Where is he? Sir? Huh? So normally if you go to mode set stop, it should just stop. I think it already flew off. So, let's look here. So, a little bit lower. There you go. What can you all do with the Harrier? It's a little bit easier to read in this view, I think. So, Muteki set, of course, is you can turn on if it takes damage or not. In the sense of, okay, will I be able to still destroy it? No, but can I give it damage? So to see how the model changes? Yes, that's I think at least how it works here. That's how this Muteki specifically works. Invincibility for the Harrier. Route view should print actually only the route that it takes here. So as it's coming over, it should be a little easier to see. So there's like little lines it draws, and if I would be fast enough, there you go. We can see exactly here where the line is being drawn. That was probably a last frame change to Muteki. Fascinating. Muteki is definitely on, but I also don't take damage, at least that's good. But this is exactly how I can view like where the lines are that the Harrier takes when he flies over, so... Thankfully they also draw like a big blue line there. They're like, hey, by the way, this is where it's at. I still get hit, that's fun. I thought you were working on the code, or are you actually working on it? I have no, I don't participate in any coding on it. I have the code here. I downloaded the code, and I try to read it and understand it, and like report on it in the sense of how does Metal Gear Solid 2 work. That's what these streams are for. So my only affiliation with HD Fix, for example, would be that I downloaded and tested, give feedback, and but I don't work on any development. All that I share in videos is pointing at other people and tell you guys, hey, this exists. Look at that, please. Right? Same with the video from Jack720. I want everyone to see somebody uploaded this to Nexus Mods. Please go there and make sure to follow the development because there's something really cool happening there. That's what I do. A little bit higher. So, let's go back up again. Route view on is cool. Mode set also, you already probably guessed it here. Mode set sets the Harrier mode. So we have Dawn, which is just a basic code that goes through, changes depending on what's happening on screen. QA, it's a good way to work on it too. Thanks. I hope I do a good job at that, at least. Give feedback, which that's at least what I can do reliably. I know this game in and out when playing from speedrunning for 5 years now, so I hope there's some value I can bring to the discussion. Mode set cluster, you have already seen it. Cluster, of course, drops the cluster bombs. Missile pod, what does missile pod do again? Let's check. Where's my friend? I don't even know. Oh, that's the one. So, mode misspot, you know it here. It's basically just a missile barrage. One of the more terrifying things to have happen to you. So, yeah. Burn, you know it, of course. Literally went through the wall. And what's really fun here, if you set this now to stop, he stays here. So he's like permanently stuck here, I think. Oh, it's not. There you go. So we can like really inspect the model here. That's what's really cool about this debug mode. You can change to any mode, and then in between you go to stop, and it stops the interaction, just frozen in time here. Now, if you want to be cheeky, you could use it to damage it, of course, as well. They can't do anything, haha. And then if you turn on the so-called TRG view or target view, you can also see the hitboxes here of the Harrier. Let me turn off the player display so it's a little bit more easy to tell what's happening on screen. And what if I go a little bit back? Oh, too far? Yeah, so basically this is like the whole hitbox from below. All the interactions. I would argue it's like fairly well wrapped around here. You can even see the fin here. I guess I just missed it. Oh yeah, because our stinger actually gets a little bit higher than it is. And if you hit the Harrier now, you can see also how it changes the texture here. So if I hit the fins here, now the textures have changed. And I think it's too far up now. So let me go and have him come down again for burn. Let's see.
Burn, baby!
Oh, so we're flying off again. Let him come back one more time and then I can stop him when it's like really low, I hope.
Burn, baby!
There we go. So let's go to stop. Okay, this also helps a little bit looking at the thing. Interesting to see behind the curtain. Now, different hitboxes, different damage. At least in the start, you want to hit him. If you look at the front of it, like turn this model around a little bit. If you look at the front of it, the right wing takes more damage than the left wing at the start. Stuff like this. Hater, thanks for checking. It was nice of them to release the souls. Yeah, really fun. There was a Konami game called Green Beret where you could stab a helicopter to death. Jesus, okay. I find it fascinating here. Look a little bit behind the scenes. So that's what it's all worth it for. And especially, like I said again, here in the Harrier fight, if I was able to navigate with this weird camera, you can really take a detailed look here and you see how far the Harrier is damaged, and especially where it has been hit, it also changes then the texture, which is something that it will be fixed then for HD Fix 3.10. So for the PC Master Collection version, this texture swap should also be fixed then with the next update. Let me come back again here. Yeah, you can see how even more has changed now. That's fun. And I would assume now, let me go to... No, not none. Stop. These red boxes here that are coming down, this like large green box and red box, that's basically the hitbox from these burners. So, interesting as well. That's all about burn mode. What is hover? Well, you know hover, of course, as well. One of the more frightening things. That's when he's right in front of us here. Definitely, again, of course, I have Muteki mode here, so it doesn't matter too much. So hard to hit him here. No. Anyway, he's a Moteki, so he doesn't actually die. What is MRAM? Actually, don't know myself. Oh yeah, that's when he like flies away.
I'll let you go out in style.
No, it's just the English version. So So that's Emerald's basically when he sends up these 2 missiles here. What's fun is, like, he has a massive hitbox once he flies over us here. Just notice that.
I'll let you go out in style.
We're gonna take a look at the Kasaka in just a second. Yeah. But he has like a huge hitbox afterwards when he flies over for some reason. Oh.
I'll let you go out
Once
in
again.
style.
Yeah, look at that. Why is it so huge? And then he flies off again. Alright, the Vulcan, of course, is the same attack basically. He flies off and comes at you, but then he shoots you with the Vulcan cannons. So instead of the missiles, it's just this barrage. And there you go. And same large hitbox again there. And that's basically it. You can even stop in all the way back there. Like, you can interrupt in at any point in time, which I find fun. So let's get him close here to the missile pod face and take another look. If he will arrive soon. There he is. Oh no! Well, let me stop you right there. See, that would be terrifying if you could, like, set it here and he's just frozen in the air. Now, what we can do... Wait, this is the fucking M4. Because it's frozen. What are these looking at? Gentlemen, what are you looking at? So, wait, let me turn off the target view. It's a little bit more fun this way. Kind of cool and unique view that we don't normally get here. AMRAAM is the name of the missile IRL. Ah, okay, thanks for the explanation. Let me go to the side here and you can check it out from here. Yeah, and this is something we just used to play around now here. And they're both looking over, it's like, Colonel, something's over there. I was surprised seeing no the cutting room floor articles yet. I mean, they just have to be written. And I'm trying to work on some stuff that hopefully will make their way over there. But, you know, this leak is so massive. And it takes time to read it all, I would assume. I mean, there's already... The cutting room floor has stuff for MGS2, of course. So the question is how many new things can we add now? You think I can pause the guy in this piss stream? I don't think it. Can you quiet them through the glass? Well, that's what we're about to find out now. I gotta set Muteki mode off. And I'm gonna turn on display. Yep. That's cool. So doesn't appear to be that I can shoot him in the head, right? At least not like this. Oh, I hit something, definitely. Something did take damage.
What's this?
Oh, okay. Let me So it's basically when you shoot the engine. Okay. Let's map out where can we hit him with the sniper. Is it this? No. Yeah, so if you can hit the engine there for like very, very small damage. Unfortunately, the debug menu here does not give us like a print, at least as far as I can tell. So, there's no like thing value, so we can see the actual like value in behind the scenes. Oh, you can shoot it definitely, sure, here. Actually, let me reset here. I'm gonna go back to plant. I'm gonna go story and start the Harrier, but this time with the debug. So I have like 10k bullets. I don't need to like constantly refill the ammo. After aims versus Harrier. Let's get him to mode. Oh, that's the wrong mode. Excuse me. Yep. That's like a fun stuff I also have not thought about. Now they look actually forward. Okay, display off again here, and this time I have which one there? Infinite ammo. That's the model up close. Hey, can I not? Okay. I'm gonna just scope it out without the target. Oh, that makes for one hell of a thumbnail, doesn't it? Hell yeah. Gentlemen, we found them. The Sons of Liberty. If you want to make it like really pop for a thumbnail, toasty. You go and where is it? Here, target view. Boom. That's fun. It's beautiful game design that every weapon works. Yeah, you can even shoot with the pistol. Just don't use the wrong one. Oh, I shoot just be on there. Pretty sure it works too. Somewhere I'm pretty sure you can hit him and it will work. There. Oh yeah, when you see the red dot there on this like outer corner, that's where it counts. It just there. Okay, minimal damage. You know how it is. 1 HP. Yeah, you can just auto aim there.
Use this.
You can just stand there. It's really hard to tell. Let me move over a little bit so I think here. If you just let him auto aim and shoot, you can see how it can do damage.
That didn't hurt at all.
That's a very hacky thing. Takes over 2 hours, but can work. Oh yeah, for sure. I know, like the AK instead.
That didn't hurt at all.
Yeah, that is definitely more effective.
What's this? That didn't hurt at all.
Now, guys, I'm not gonna say you should do this, but this would make for a fun, like marathon display.
That didn't hurt at all.
Never heard that line before. Yeah, it's fun, right? We can use also, of course, the other weapons here. M4, of course. Same thing. Sniper already tested. Soko already tested. Let's do RGB6 so we know what it is. Ooh. Oh. Damn. It's like any other explosive. I didn't even shoot it anymore. I think it's like too low. Oh well. Now Nikita, can we get him even with the Nikita? Maybe if he's in the hover? That's why he's in the front, right?
I'll shred you to pieces.
Does he come ever low enough for us though? He's like very high up. Oh, that maybe that works. Huh? Huh? Oh, I think I'm too low, right? Okay, this is as high as I can go. Oh, that's gotta hit, right? Hey, okay. It does something. It's really hard to get in that high, though, but it works. I've done hunting TTS without the Stinger before, since there was a retro achievement for it, but I've never worked with the Harrier. Yeah, he does go lower, nice. Hey, Freeman. Alright, well, that worked. Of course, you know, Stinger works. That's what it's made for. Before you ask, the HF blade can't be equipped. Like, it's... I would need Solid Snakes 11's mod from it. Make it work here. But yeah. Well, that is fun. I think that's also covering all the things we have right now here. So I can just setting you to stop quickly and view. Target view again is like just see the hitboxes for me. In route view, of course, you see where he's flying next. So if I go to just fly around here, it's just printing a basic line where he's flying next and then where he's coming from as well. Let's set him to stop and let's focus about what's in front of us. The KCE control. I have no idea what this bad boy does. You think maybe we control where it goes? Let me see. It should print the route now, right? Yeah, there we go. So this is basically the route that the 𝐾𝐻 is taking here. I mean, we know it's basically just a big old circle. Moveset, stop. Okay, we can also stop it in the air like this, I assume. There you go. And just go or stop. There's really not much else here. Yeah. Nothing else really we can control about 𝐾𝐻. This content is wild. Writer's AI is about to destroy the truth and context. MGS2 Resources Leak. Fascinating how that all comes together, right? Oh, there we go. Snake alt says something here. SNKM-IDEL. So maybe it's Snake model. S is enabled. I0S0. I guess we would need to lower our gun ammo to see if something drops. Action debug on. Wow. I'm using my right stick to see if anything changes here, but no. I guess you can try to get them to collide then. Sure. I don't think anything will happen there, so. It's probably hover that would hit. No, missile, right? Missile right there. Yeah, Miss should actually hit him here. So it's coming from there, and then he always comes from the side. So we should definitely touch each other. I don't know what happens if there's actually like an interaction there. Well, I suppose it just goes through, eh? Oh, oops. How far back can I go here? It literally just clips through him. Okay, I am getting annoyed by the vibration again. Let me just turn that off really quick. Thank you. But it's just like literally inside the model there. Nothing happens. Like, let me see. Stop. There you go. And if I check from the side here. Let's use the scope here. Well, I think they screwed up. It's a bit screwed. Fascinating. Let me turn off the target view. I mean, that's just a normal Tuesday, isn't it? What are we off? There. Trying to clean it up a little bit so it looks nice. Well, gentlemen, you definitely should look over there. It's like, What is he doing? Nice. Actually, it's breathing. It's actually cool to see and have the moment here to also like look at the models up close while they're like going all around all the time. Hey, Biggie Smalls. It looks cool though, yeah, for sure. All things considered, there are no hitboxes on the Kasaka. Yeah, I would assume so as well. It's just programmed probably like timing wise, so it always like goes away. For speedrunners, it sometimes just barely makes it past here while we already try to pre-aim the Harrier, so it's a bit unfortunate. But yeah. Is this the only time MGS where you can kill Otacon? Can you kill Otacon? What's we out there?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Right, what's wrong?
Confirmed. I've actually never tried that. 4 missiles though? Otacon takes more than the normal soldiers in this game. That's crazy. I love seeing low polymers you never really get the chance to see up close. Right? It's really funny. Yeah, a lot of that is based... I mean, lost media in the sense of like just corporate vault stuff and never to be released. It's really cool to have this exclusive look behind the curtain for sure. I love it. Why is he waiting there? Okay, I gotta really turn on my own display. It's really hard to navigate this from memory. So the Kasaka takes direct damage if I shoot the hitboxes, but if I don't, if I just shoot basically Otacon directly. No, it also gives damage now.
Your side, remember?
Fascinating. Is it maybe because I set the Harrier to Muteki?
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, no.
Do that.
I think they're dead now. There.
What the hell happened? Right in.
Fascinating. Do you guys have any more questions about the Harrier fight? I think this is... While it is very deep, it's funny enough not that hard to grasp. Like yesterday with Fatman, we really needed to dig in like, okay, what is really here? How does it work? But yeah. It feels like the Harrier fight itself is less complex when it comes to debugging because it's so clear what happens next, I think. Alright. Where's my guy? Oh, that entirely missed. Actually, what am I doing? Oh. Oh, it's set to Muteki. That wouldn't do a lot if I try to hit him there. Yeah, you want to always hit him on the right wing there. Oh well. I'm gonna make sure I have nothing on here. Oh, it's set to stop. I have a feeling the start is always the same. You can't stop in there necessarily. Because it was set to stop. Yeah, mode set to stop and he still flies over, but he just basically waits behind us. Oh, that's good to know. How about I go hover, right? Hover and then easy peasy. Come back! You fool. Takes a surprisingly long time to hit him like this. Man, I barely have ammo to finish him. Think you have enough stinger ammo? I don't know, dude. It may be game over. Fascinating. If you like force them to be in the same mode all the time, this is not the fastest way to do it, it feels like. Maybe the next one then. Any zones that are odd around this area, bottom level, etc. visually odd? No. I can't also not make it to the docks, unfortunately. Do you know if there's a mod for modernizing the controls after the leak? What do you define as modernizing? Do you assume like proper third-person shooter style aiming and shooting? Because that's not there. The whole FPS aiming thing there is just basically manipulating a fake controller. That's how it works, and it would need to be rewritten entirely. So at the moment, right now, I'm not aware of any kind of mod like that. I know though. Okay, let me. It's not really a leak, right? If it's in a public Discord server, I can at least give you a little teaser that was shared here by Favix himself, and that is. How do I show this ideally? Let me go here. So MGS2 FPS mode is pretty much set for MGS HD Fix 3.1.0. Just fixing up some things Bluepoint missed implementing, such as the diving goggle overlay at the start of plant. Still digging around for the FPS mode variables in MGS3. So yeah, we get what you remember in the VR mission, you know, first person view mission. This is coming in HD Fix 3.1.0, which is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to get my hands on this and then do a speedrun like that. Same with the hopefully even more improved Bluepoint subsistence style camera. We had some back and forth with Afivix. Had some ideas. He watched the stream on Sunday, so that's cool. And yeah, so this FPS mode is coming. It will not control like a Doom shooter. You know, it's still a bit jank. I would assume it still plays best on controller, but maybe then later in later updates can be made even better. All right, let me just reload a regular story after the Harrier fight here. Because I don't think this even ends, like it didn't seem to end. Fat Man aims versus Harrier end. Is that it? There you go. Just set up some stuff here, so we have it. This is the only time I just where you can kill out. I kind of think about yeah. I wonder if you could make the game a little harder, something beyond EX. Yeah. Pretty sure it's possible to change values like range, the line of sight, damage values. You can modify all of that now, probably relatively easily. Mr. Beacon has said it controls much better than the FPV VR missions, so an option to only replace those would be nice. Pretty sure. It depends on how FFX has implemented it. But if they actually play better in these missions rather than the original, I mean, you just play those and then you turn off the game, turn off the option, turn off the game again if you don't want to use it. That's how mods work. You know how it is. God, I think that's what I was wondering. The L analog aiming really throws me off. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. For sure. I hope the league lets us see the Snake versus Harrier scenario on the Arizona Bridge. That would be so cool. If I remember correctly, it's just not there. Or pretty sure Solid Snake 11 said something about this in his in the comments of his video. Let me go to the master and let me just very quickly verify that. I'm pretty sure there was something there. Let's go over here in this view, right? So you know how we uploaded this video here. If you haven't seen it yet yourself, check it out. It's really cool. It's basically from the trailer where Snake fights Fortune. But I'm pretty sure there was like something here in the comments. There, please, has anyone found Snake versus Vamp boss fight on the Arizona Bridge at the end of Tanker chapter? Also, the cut sneaky mission in Manhattan in pursuit of Liquid before the Solidus fight. There we go. So Solid Snake 11 says here, the first one never existed, unless you mean the one with the Harrier, but that's the George Washington Bridge. I've got that one partially working, so okay. Second one was never implemented in the game, fair enough. Snake versus Vamp then, on the George Washington Bridge. He got that working, so in the future, hopefully, there's a video on that channel. So subscribe to Solid Snake 11 if you haven't yet. There's presumably something coming, which I find really cool. If somebody did this for MGS1, I hope for a game over discovered option. I play the hell out of that. Sure. I would love to dig into the code for MGS1, although there will be a lot of assembly in there, and to me that's just like, well, lots of lines of code. I'm glad that a lot of the code in this MGS2 Leak is just, you know, plain old C, so I can definitely understand a little bit better what's happening there. I mostly remember playing the PC version, just how painful grenades are to use in MGS2. Oh, okay. I mean, it's hard to use them in general. Later games just fixed it by giving you, you know, this arch that you can look at to view exactly where they're going. That definitely helps, right? Someone did attempt to make a mouse aiming mod for the original PC port. Never tried it out, and it requires an extra mouse wrapper or something, but good luck. Yeah, whoever wants to tackle this, good luck. All right, we're after the Harrier now. And as you maybe remember, right, out of Shell 2L here, out of this door, there's 2 guards coming out. There's 1 guard coming out on easy, and starting with normal difficulty and higher, there's 2 guards coming out here. And speedrunners always just put on the BDU and then go over there. And the reason is here, if you can see, we're going to take a game over intentionally here. Something like this. If we go like this, we're going to get spotted. And of course, I'm going to turn on the view bubbles for this here. As we go over here, hang over the railing, and then boom, they see us. And I've never seen this green box. That is fascinating. I think this is from the cipher. But you can actually make it over there. Wow. Well, if you put on the BDU, we can make it without being spotted. So let me put it on now. Make sure the view is on. So we'll go here and then move the BDU on. You can even cartwheel while they're technically in the line of sight, but maybe specifically here with this green box, with the BDU on, we have a protection, because you can see there's like no line drawn to us at all, right? There's this green line coming from the left that's presumably from a preloaded cipher, but here in this instance, maybe specifically because we're in this green box here, we're protected with the BDU on. And that's probably like a specific trap zone or interaction zone, where if the BDU is on, we're extra protected. Once we go over there, you know, they start seeing us again. It's like here in the Silent Hill 1 recompilation got to 99% or so. I think it's still at 99% and somebody just vibe coded the rest. I heard something about that, but I've not verified myself yet, to be completely honest. Let me try that again without the BDU. I'm very interested in how this zone works there. I've never seen this before. Again, let me just double confirm here. So IV on. The cipher's preloading or reconnecting to us here. We're in this little zone here, and they see us even before we go over there. Wow. But even though, I mean, we're under alert now, right? We're under alert, but we're in this green container here, and now the lines are drawn to us. So something with the BDU seems to just like turn them off. And maybe we always have just interpreted as, oh, if you have the BDU on, they have shorter line of sight and we'll be fine. The problem is, it's really hard to confirm this outside of this area here. So yeah, is BDU glitch? No, it's not a glitch. No. It's just a specific interaction built in here for us. Well, yeah, without the BDU, works like this. Of course, now, under alert, the BDU doesn't do anything, right? That's how it works.
Jack?
Can you try my GME glitch here? I don't know how to execute it.
Jack?
How would I execute this GME glitch? I always thought the BDU offered some sort of camouflage. It certainly must still be the case in the Shell 1 part of plan, because guards definitely do spot you later, right? You need to place 3 C4s. Okay. I wonder where I should do that then. Before I go down? Yeah, it must be before I go down, right? There's nothing I can do here. I don't have... Oh, no, I have some C4 here. Even extra ones, wow. I wonder how much of this code could apply to Twin Snakes here. There's been discussions about that, and Twin Snakes has been developed further and changed a lot, apparently. So it's... Again, I'm not familiar with Twin Snakes code. Just heard that it's not that closely related, despite using the same engine. So you need to place 3 C4s, yes? 1, 2, 3. And then, how do I get GME from that? It's probably a lengthy comment waiting to be written now. Need to alternate the C4s. Do we have like a video of that or something that I can see and look at to better understand what you mean by that? I don't. Like, what does it mean to alternate C4s? Place 1 C4, turn around and place another one. Okay. If you say so, sir. I wish Draven was voiced by 50 Cent. That's a wild thing to say. Okay, it's the latest video I posted for MGS2. Okay, let me just go to your channel then. Like, what on earth are you going on about? How do I find you? Snakes. Memory corruption. There's your channel. Videos. Is it an unlisted video? Yeah, just Tengu stuff. Yeah, I guess it's in the MGS2 channel then. Oh, MGS, it's right there. I'm sorry, for MGS2 and TTS. I just looked at it and was like, oh yeah, right. I don't know why I overlooked it. My apologies. Okay, so if you explode C4s on yourself in a specific way, you enter a glitch state which breaks most of your action button triangle triggers. Well, you gotta do it downstairs then, right? Because I need to go over the rating with triangle. If you need to plant 3 C4s, place the first and third one in the same spot and the second one on the opposite side of a wall. And stand next to the second one and detonate. Oh, okay. Okay. You can also do this with C4s and a grenade. If you detonate the second C4 via the grenade by taking damage from the first place C4, the trick is to take damage from a C4 that's been detonated out of sequence. And the wall in between is important for that, I assume. If you pair this with the SOCOM USB step over glitch, you can clip quite far into walls and you can also delay the backstep if you go into FP just before the backstep. Oh yeah, that backstep is crazy. But yeah, what is that about MGS2 then? Let me see here. So in MGS2, it's easier to trigger this GME state because the C4's blast radius is significantly smaller. So you can do it almost anywhere, just plant them next to each other and crouch next to the second C4 and detonate it while facing away. We gotta talk about the placement of your text, dude. It should not be over UI elements. I'm so sorry. Impromptu feedback, make it a safe zone so it's only there where there's no UI elements. Because all of that overlaying confuses the hell out of me and makes it very hard to read. Little side note. I hope you can take this as constructive feedback. Tripping on stairs won't take you out of the stair. As you can see, it still can't open the hatch. So the question is, if I put it up on there, if I can even go over the ratings, because that's still important to advance, right? And with some automatic trigger animations like disposing of it, it will take you out of it. Okay, fascinating. Makes you immune to fire damage. However, most flames still act as solid walls and won't let you pass through them unless you put them out first. Oh, that's what you mean with the fire interaction, right? Alright, I wasn't aware of this latest innovation. So you're wondering why this wall is here. Well, okay. I understand what I need to do now. Let's have a look. Let's go back again here.
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
Mission accepted. Well, we give it a try, certainly. Walls are definitely visible in the hazard view. So if there's a wall right there, you can see it there. I'm running into it and there's a wall there. But with Muteki mode, there's no wall here. So the wall is really just this little blue line you see on the video here. Like just in front of me, there's a little blue line here. I can probably shoot it and it should be shown, right? It's a little bit hard to see, but give me a second. Actually, let me go and put the BDU on. There, so. Oh no, the gun does not count. Wait, why is that actually? Or do I have to go find POS as well? No, it's not that. But yeah, if you run into this, you see there's like a little wall here specifically. For some reason, there's a wall here. And it's only this line. On the top here, there's no line there. There's a wall here. There's a wall there, right? As you can see. Everything that's blue is a wall. And it's really just this one box here. Oh, there's also a wall here. Jeez, it's so annoying when you have vibration on. But yeah, there's, for some reason, there's like an L-shaped wall there. No, actually, it's even bigger. It's like a little block that I can map out by just running into it. Fascinating. And yeah, even with Muteki mode, you can't go around that. And if I turn it off, it's gone, so fair enough. So the cartwheel through the fire above that blue wall is fine, or right in this burn. So if I turn off Muteki mode, he should just be knocked back. Because I have invincibility on, it doesn't affect me. If I turn off invincibility, it should like damage me. Oh, it can grab it. Oh, it's still the same thing. Okay, then I misinterpreted that. Interesting. So even if you have no Muteki, I mean, you die very quickly standing in the fire there, but that is fascinating.
Right, what's going on?
I kind of wish you could toggle being on fire from now on when playing all versions. Alright. If you want that. Oh, like going Super Saiyan. Okay, yeah, okay. I can see the vision then. I was confused, like, why would you want to do that? But as like a visual effect to make it look like he goes Super Saiyan, I get it. So you can ignore the fire. However, the problem is Emma cannot ignore the fire, so we cannot drag Emma through this. But I didn't know you can copy through. Oh my god. Can we do this in the retail version too? I never knew you can cartwheel on top over the fire. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. I do have the Master Collection version here. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't run into issues. I've added the debug menu to the master collection as well. Hopefully it works. I want to quickly confirm this in the retail. Yeah, for some reason, only that fire doesn't act like a solid wall. That's crazy. Self-immolation, the camel option. Yeah, I see the vision, yeah. It definitely makes FPV aiming much harder, I guess. That is true. So... does it work? Oh, there it is. So, okay, plant riding. And it immediately crashed, or maybe... Oh, no, it just takes forever to do this. Okay, story. Okay, it's a bit tripping over itself, I think. But it works. Let's go... versus Harrier. There we go. I don't know why it's so delayed. Should work though. There. Okay, so this is the PC Master Collection version with the modified debug build, and then... well, we can't see the hitboxes, so we can quickly confirm if I cartwheel over this fire if it works. And... wow, I did not know that at all. That is amazing. It doesn't work there, as we see. Like, even in the Master Collection version, if I cartwheel into this fire... nope. But the top half, I can cartwheel over, so that's something I learned today. Cool. No, the debug menu does not allow you to turn off collision. So you can't just walk out of bounds, unfortunately, which is very sad. Yeah, that should be it, right? To the main menu, and then there's like a waiting out option. There we go. Yeah, this laptop has not HDFix installed, so we have to go the long way. Well, that is certainly fun. Alright, back to debug. That's why I installed this little menu in the Master Collection version as well, so we can check a retail build of this quickly. Alright, story. We're here, European Extreme, and... versus area, and there you go. So you wanted to see if I can use the C4 trick there. If it works like that, let's see. Would have been great to skip the Nikita section. Oh yeah, for sure. That's like the gold standard for speedrunners as well, to be able to skip this. You should have put on a ration.
Right.
It looked like you were barely taking any damage. No, you take the full damage. Fool. My bad. Whoops. The fact that the poop guy in jail of MGS3 is actually grandfather Johnny. It's a great cutscene, right? I think you have to like throw 3 times the food that Johnny gives you in the cell, back out again, and then you start the cutscene. When I heard about it the first time, I immediately launched MGS3, ran up to that moment, and did this little like Easter egg cutscene, and it was amazing. I was like, wow, this is actually adding a little bit to the lore that I didn't even know about yet. Anyway, where was I? Wow, we got 5 out of 2 rations. Fascinating. Okay, let me try that again. I don't know if the hair is using actual physics. Good question. I am not the right person to answer that, unfortunately. Okay, put one here. 1. 2. 3. Now, you said crouch behind it, right? I'm not sure if this is correct. Well, let's see. Hey, let's turn on the eye view.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
So let's see, we're now in the safety box here, and there's no safety box rendered at all. Oh, maybe that's because we turned off the hazard view? Yeah, the hazard view shows you here. But you can see how there's like a blue line rendered to us. And the only thing that prevents this guard, let me turn it off. The only thing that prevents this guard on top from seeing us is really just the orange wall there. So as soon as we go higher in our hitbox, which, as you remember, of course, our hitbox is down here, the red one. The red one is the one that they connect to and then would see us with. So as soon as we go over here and there's nothing obstructing here, they would see us. Hey, Rookie-chan, thank you so much for the raid! How's it going? That's his real hair. Can you make the MGS2 Master Collection look more like the PS2 version? I cannot do that, no. Because I'm not developing any mods, I'm not developing anything like with HD Fix and stuff like that. This is a lot of other cool people. I just report on it and play for it and give like feedback. So I can't do shit, unfortunately. Hey, Rookie-chan, how's it going? How was the stream? Hey, PT and hey, Rookie. Hope I had a good stream. Thank you for rating me today. How do you get the debug mode? MGS2 MCPC. You got to be part of the reverse engineer Discord. However, if you're really cool, you go right now to speedrun.com/MGS2 HDCE. It stands for the Metal Gear Solid 2 HD Collection Category Extension Leaderboard. Speedrun.com/MGS2 HDCE. You go to, what was it called again? You go to resources and uploaded that menu there. Because for speedrunners, this little debug menu is a way to do a so-called cheat % speedrun. And so that's why I uploaded it there. So yeah, I shared it there. It's not really hidden. It's just, I found it on the reverse engineer Discord and then shared it with the speedrunners. So if you want to have that, speedrun.com/MGS2 HDCE. That's where you can find it. I'm good. We played DS2, Death Stranding 2, Dark Souls 2, Darksiders 2, something else with DS2. I assume Death Stranding 2. Game always feels like I'm progressing, but once the story and side stuff, now I'm tired, so we're watching resting. Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. I love Death Stranding 2. So good. Let's go! Film streams! 5 streams, thank you so much. Death Stranding, yes. Hell yeah. Alright. So I think this kind of confirms if we're the BDU and we're in the specific target or hazard zone, then the guards not even check for us for some reason, which I found fascinating. Okay, then let me turn on the eye view. Go into the BDU. MGS HDCE not found. MGS2. 2, like the number. The numerical number 2.
Hurry up and check the situation.
Yeah, MGS2 HDCE. Anyway. They would also normally see us here. I'm standing here and normally this guy, there, now he connected to us and alerted us. But it took him quite a long time to connect to us. That's fascinating. Toot? Yes, toot. MGS2 HDCE, right? You bastards. I'm just going to show you on screen. Jesus. You make me do things. Put in some work. There. Why did it delete 2 letters? HDCE there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Metal Gear Solid 2 HD Edition Category Extension. Resources and developer safe PC Master Collection. Install instructions are here. Put it in either region version that you have, and then you basically replace this scenario stage in it. And when you boot the game, then you can have the exact same menu I have. You don't get the actual in-game debugging that I have. That is part of the Metal Gear Solid 2 PC substance leak. Anyway, let's go one last time through here, because I find it so fascinating again. Video on. So this is not part of this thing. Only when I reset and then can select everything. That's part of this file I just showed you.
security site. Hurry up and check the situation.
But yeah, as soon as we're inside here, there's a specific hazard zone. And with the BDU, these guards just don't connect to us at all. Normally, if we're down here without the BDU, there will already be a blue line connecting my hitbox to the guard. So if there was nothing interrupting that blue line, it would be red. We get an alert. But with the BDU on here, that is just completely gone. Once we go back over the railing, the zone is off. So that's fine.
Enemy intruder sighted.
But yeah.
Additional.
Fascinating. So it may actually does not have to do anything at all with like the view distance, right? Because even with the view cones on, there was immediately a line connecting us to these guards in that specific case. So it must be something special for this stage there, I think. I mean, the fact that they also don't see me right now is fascinating. Oh, because I'm just on the edge here of being seen, right? Oh, okay. I have a modded original Xbox from 2005. Still works. Played a lot of Hitman 2 and Morrowind on it. Let's go. I'm gonna ask you where to find it. I'm gonna figure it out on my own. What do you mean? Oh, PC substance does not include Xbox substance. You can't just plop this game into your old Xbox to play it on Xbox. It's the old PC version. Anyway. There's really nothing special here. I mean, you can see how like the ciphers are here and stuff, but yeah. You see also the view cone from the guy that's upstairs, ready to take a piss, but yeah, we're not going to do that here. So let me just reload the level here. Can I reload without an alert? Maybe I just quickly die, right? Can we just die and then should we set the alert?
Right. Are you
The leak.
right?
There's...
Right.
I'm just going to say this once. Archive.org, big shell leak. Bro, I know. Then... Okay, shut up then. Why are you even then talking? Whatever. Miscommunication. Those happen. Moving on. You made it literally sound as if you wanted to know. Why not asking where it is? Also, I failed what I wanted to do, actually. I wanted to show you the guy piston, so let me just reload that. My bad. A very thin line here. Do not fall down on it. I actually did spot an Xbox executable that ChatGPT claims is debug enabled version in the source leak. XBE. Or if you claim that's playable, that's fun.
Going to go in my pants. Nobody's looking, right?
Alright, what's the hitbox in that? Doesn't really look like it, eh?
The enemy has already entered the nuclear launch code. Secure
Damn.
the president before they can confirm and finalize the code input. The president is on the first floor of Shell 2's core.
You have to look into the piss? There.
My sympathies. Sneaking missions are called wet works for a reason.
Have we rescued the DARPA chief yet?
Don't worry about it, Jack. It's okay.
Or diaper? Do you really meant to say diaper, chief?
Take a shower the second you get back. Do we have a deal?
Alright, Rose. We're gonna take a shower. Anyway, there's like nothing here for us to do. It's just a regular guy that's like triggering a cutscene, so... At least from a debug standpoint, I don't think there's anything we can do here. However, it will probably be interesting for you guys to see the view cones here. And you see again, all of these ciphers are all connected to me. And I'm pretty sure it's really just depending on if we are in actually the view cone or for them to see us or to change. Or maybe they're just permanently set to green. That's just the color they have. Well. Fascinating. Okay, you restart from here. That's good. Look into the business. Yeah, I know. You know how it is. You want to play the cutscene, the Easter egg, you gotta do it. Oh yeah, these servers are always looking away. And most of them are looking away as well. And only then they start going here. I'm not even sure if I'm like really trying very fast to do it, if I can make it past them here. Oh, yeah. Can I? A Vortex salesman, aka Roy Campbell. Didn't know they share the voice actors. Oh, you can actually make it past there. Yeah, the eyes were open and eye views on. So presumably if you die once, you have the right timing to just move past them, even on European Extreme. Cool. You guys ready to meet the president? I'm sure you are. So you know you can't pause there because pausing would actually forward here the cutscene, unfortunately. I find it interesting how the servers are connected right. I wonder why that is. It must be something like checking line of sight, stuff like that. For sure. Alright, let's see here. First off, fun fact, the president has also debug info here. He has levels that we can put it into. I don't know why I set it very easy while we're literally playing on European Extreme. He has some info we can draw on him, such as a kill count. He has his usual free thing values because every actor has thing values. CT or current free is the current frames that he plays in. He has a feint of 10. Life of 20, that's why he dies in one shot here. Fine 0 and direction cam 33. So if I load in W31A again on very easy, I wonder how this changes. Let's see. Press demo and should be here, right? Ah, that's way too early. Way too late. Written, story, config very easy, and then let's see how the numbers change. Oh, there we go. Shell to in. Yeah, there you go. I already has a firm handshake. If you would shake my hand, that, yeah.
I'm in.
Alright, so here he has a life of 40. Ain't that fun? So on EX, he has a life of 20 and VE has a life of 40. I don't have... Okay, specifically not in this view here. Let me go and quickly just fake in the Nikita, so I don't need to grab it. Config very easy, and then debug. Biometrics, yeah. Shell to in, there you go. Alright, let's give him a quick scare here. Why do I have to go the EUX path? Why is he asleep? I specifically set him to very easy, right? Yeah, now his life is... Maybe it's just bound to the debug? Can that be? Alright, fine. Story, and then config very easy, and then we just load in after Nikita. There's also a point after Nikita where we picked it up. It's fine. Nikita event end. Life 40, right? I assume the indicator event end means we already destroyed the panel, but doesn't mean we can't play around with that. Yeah, now the way forward is open. Weird. Yeah, it just takes exactly 20 life from him. So Nikita damage against regular guards, it's also, wasn't it like 3,000 damage? But against the president, 20 damage? Fascinating.
What the hell happened? Raiden!
Fun stuff. Continue here. I wonder. I'm very sure normal. He has also only half of 20, but let me go config easy really quick and confirm the health level there. Let me see here. Yeah, I know. Let me go on. So yeah, on easy difficulty also has a life of 20. So it's really just... Why does he know my direction cam? That is fascinating. It's only when I'm in FPV that direct cam is changing. Anyway, so in easy difficulty he also has life 20 onwards. It's only very easy where it's a life of 40 where we can hit him once at least. At most. Fascinating. Alright, let's go back to UX quickly. Sorry. I think your layout broke. Yeah, the whole chat doesn't work anymore, right? I mean, you can see what I'm doing gameplay-wise, but the chat ain't loading? What's going on there? Nani? The regular chat should still work, right? I mean, let me just test. Showing up there. Okay, that shit is also not working, huh? Give me a second. I have two different chat programs to show chat on screen. That's the stream mode overlay chat. Wait, what is that? Stream mode overlay? How did that change? That should be the social stream ninja chat. Hang on. It could maybe be that StreamerBot is currently offline. Let me see. No, the domain is online. There was one time a problem where StreamerBot, the program itself, was not able to be launched because for some reason it just didn't want to. Okay, that is fascinating. I'm gonna go back again quickly.
Ha! It's a trick. Yeah.
Where is it? Chat. That's also not it. I have way too many like scenes inside of scenes. Give me a second here. Chat full height browser. There. Yeah, I just need to refresh the cache specifically of this subscene. My apologies, we're back again. Alright, we're working. I mean, there's some data missing apparently. There's a few chat messages that are not included, but hopefully it will now catch up again. Yay, okay. There you go. Alright, nice. Would love to see if it has only the same menus house testing or if it does include some more, even on the PC, but the dev menu has an Xbox view frame option. That's true, actually. I was wondering about that as well. Let me just do this one last time here. Yeah, I have a deep passion for complex stream setups, and every time something breaks, it's not easy to fix, unfortunately, so oof. But I guess I just need to quickly refresh the cache there for some reason. Does make sense the president is only alive for 20. I mean, his health bar in general is short. Maybe it's a grow, not a shower. I don't know. Something I've never tried before, like... I'm always thinking this is the PC Substance version, right? And yeah, it is, because if it was not Substance, I could go and glitch into the elevator here, like I can do in Sons of Liberty. The PlayStation 2 Sons of Liberty version, you just go all the way down to the floor, press triangle in front of the elevator, and your model will correct and basically put half of your body under the floor and get you out of bounds like that. But yeah, they fixed it here, unfortunately. Those two random gun turrets always confuse me. I mean, you can shoot from there on normal difficulty. On the speedrun, we actually go into this one room with the two turrets and shoot from there because it's faster on normal difficulty. It's probably event view hazard. Not hazard, but trap. Alright, fascinating. Everything's here. Nikita. Something up here?
You have...
That's why the elevator glitch never worked for me. Yeah, it's a Sons of Liberty PlayStation 2 exclusive. Any version after Sons of Liberty is sadly not working. Alright, well. Really anticlimactic, I want to say. Just a quick recap, something maybe not talked about, but interactions with the world like this is bound to these like yellow boxes. Talked about this in every stream yet, and I still find it fun because just to point it out here, if you're part in this yellow box here and more than 50% of your red hitbox around your hips is inside of that yellow trap, they call it traps, and then there are certain actions linked to that. If I press triangle now, I'm in the elevator, even though I'm technically relatively far away from this, I can press like here and I'm still at the panel. Because most of my hitbox is inside this panel here. That's how it works. They're basically like a lot of like relatively large interaction zones defined there. Maybe I can set this permanent here. Wait, why linear? No. That's not what I needed. Off the wrong thing here. Okay, never mind. I play MGS2 on my Xbox One. Just unlocked stealth camouflage on both chapters. I have 166 dog tags. Nice. Good job there. Yeah, this version has the Xbox safety zone on. I don't know why. In the debug menu, it should only be added if this is the Xbox version. But for some reason, they added this to the PC Substance version as well as a debug menu item. All right, let's shoot the president. He's not loaded in except for his tie, and then once he's past the pipe, then he's loaded in. Well, that's fascinating. All right, we have a chance to actually study something fun here, and that is how do these turrets work? Where can you shoot them all? Well, on these turrets, sorry, let me just turn off the president for a moment. So these turrets have different hitboxes. So there's like this part here. It's the long barrel. Even the cartridge for the bullets. The handle all the way at the end does not count as hitbox. fascinatingly. It's this front part, that and that. These 3 parts. Oh, fourth. There's a fourth aspect as well. Very far at the front, the LED. And well, the holder itself. But the holder, you can't shoot. Maybe if I shoot it with a stinger, it works because of the splash damage, but... Or maybe the gun is just too weak. Okay, that may be as well. Ah, okay, yeah. There you go. Finally. I wonder if they have any, like, damage. We know these count as mecha kills. Because if I go and go all the way to the top, results, on. Let's see now, the mecha kill count will go up. There, mecha kill 2 now, right? But there's certainly, like, no, like, live we can see here for these turrets. So normal difficulty, we would normally just go in and open this gate here. But you can shoot it eventually open, I think. There are just 3 stingers. Then you can shoot from there. Alright, Mr. President. Can you get away there? Really hate these turrets more than the ciphers from the beginning of Plant. Oh no. I mean, they're fine if you just don't go there.
What is that?
I never figured out why, but if he's crouching like this, he doesn't die. It's fine. If he falls flat in front of, like, actually, like, poof, face plants in front of this, then he dies. But if he's, like, covering like this, he's protected. I assume there's something we could check here. If I turn that off and turn President Target on. Maybe we'll attack even. Oh, that's now after the event. I can probably still see it, right?
What is that?
There you go.
Get
So
away!
like that, he would die. You could get really close up to him. This is a nice high quality model, I guess, because you can actually look at him from quite close.
What are you doing?
Fascinating. So I guess then this is a similar situation like with Fatman. With Fatman, if you turn on the Moteki view, you can see the hitbox, and if it's red, he will be hit. If it's blue, he won't be hit.
Get away!
Let me... Yeah, I gotta start again, unfortunately. Let me just reset it again to before the 𝐇𝐚𝐮 event. And then it should be easier to actually tell what the situation is. Let's see, we go here. The 𝐇𝐚𝐮 event start there. Yeah, literally just when we go out here. I really just have this hazard view on so we see like what we're aiming at. Just for completeness sake. Yeah, that also turns it off. Okay. I'll try that actually, to be honest. Because why would I? It's very slow. Let me go around. Wonder how many it takes here from 𝐇𝐚𝐮. It took 3 from the Stinger. Okay, it takes definitely more 𝐇𝐚𝐮 rockets than the Stinger. Alright. The Stinger's definitely more effective there, but let's see. Oh, he's just standing there. Look at him. Taking a big old sneak. Let me display off. Huh? So that does not kill him all the way across.
What is that?
So he's cowering, but his hitbox seems to be active. That's fascinating. At least it's red and not blue. I'm currently trying to get all dog tags on hard plant. I was rage quit doing Amos escort sniping and the Ray fight. Yeah, understandable. All right, I mean, that's kind of all we can get here from the president. It's not really too much in depth. I wonder why it's even there at all. Oh, yeah, it's like 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐿, so that's fair. Wait, that's like all that we have here about him. So let's move on and swing to Vamp. Vamp also has some debug stuff there. So it's nothing loaded here anymore? Yeah, if he's dead, he's dead. There's like no debugging. Yeah, nothing there. Makes sense. Can't interact with him. I would not be this game on Extreme or European Extreme, not yet.
I took these photos.
It takes some, you know, some practice for sure. Especially if you're trying to figure it out yourself. I did beat EUX casually one time, and with the race, I definitely looked up 𝐇𝐚𝐮 13's guide for that. Because I just couldn't figure out the race on my own on European Extreme. It was... I got very frustrated by that and just looked up his speedrun guide for the race specifically. Just get out of the very easy dog tags a few days ago, taking a break before going for the next bunch. I got so paranoid I held up all guards, even the ones I know not to have dog tags. Fair enough. Yeah, you gotta take down 20 race. And there's like very easy and safe methods these days that we know of that you can use. But yeah, back then that wasn't even really known. Do you guys know about swim glitch? Have you ever seen this? This has really nothing to do with like debug mode, but yeah, if you swim along a certain wall here doing this section, actually let me swim up here. Not here though, I don't want to go here. It's a bit too far. Right, so if you go here, swim all the way top. We can, like with D-pad left, time ourselves, so we like constantly swim left and right, and we basically balance ourselves up like this. It is a bit tricky, but you can do this on all versions of the game. Then you can go out of bounds like that. It's a very fun little thing. Hey chat dog, how's it going? It's really fun when you just want to look a little bit out of bounds, how the game is loaded in, stuff like that. Swim glitch rules, hell yeah it does, right? There's really not much here to see in terms of like debug mode and stuff, so let's just move on to Vamp right away. Oh, maybe one thing for sure. No, what is it again? Zone, right? So this is how... Let me go a little bit further away. This is how this door works here, which I find quite fascinating. The blue area is where we want to go in to load in basically the Vamp fight, but there's so much more behind that as well. And as far as I can tell, the blue box at least is how, in general, doors work. We can glitch with Raiden into doors wherever we want, just by leaning against the door, doing a punch kick in FPV, and we let go of the FPV when we do the turnaround after the kick. Because we do like a full 360 spin around ourselves. If we do it the 180 only, so we look backwards from where we started, let go of FPV, then we touch the load zone behind the door. We explored that on Monday in the tanker stream already, but yeah, just a nice little look here at the doors again, basically from free view when they're just in the air like that. Anyway, in order to load into the guy, I gotta swim up here. And I literally just missed it. How did I do that? I think I learned that swim glitch from one of your videos, house. Nice! Take it there. There we go. Yeah, so you just need to touch that yellow zone and then you load into the fight, which is very nice. Alright. Vamp. Ironically, Vamp, not called VMP or anything. He's called !VMP. I assume that's his danger marker. I don't know. At least his texture is loading properly. That's nice. What can we do with Vamp? Well, there's a zone and a text info. Let's turn on text first. Text presumably is just based on like his status and what he does. There's a life of 128. Different counters, different stats, and time is also here. So in terms of like how much time he spends here. So normally in European Extreme, we just get him here. And then once he starts slashing us, we get out of the water. And then we just go here. Ironically, we don't see his health drop. Yeah, life is still 128. I don't know what that means. Damn you late. It's fine. You know the VODs are always available afterwards, but welcome in, 𝐇𝐚𝐮. How are you doing? The zone's also interesting. Like, it starts top right. Wang goes here to the left first. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0's down here, so it's a completely opposite. 8J. Why is it 8J? Nobody knows. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. My assumption is that we turn the other one in. Depending on the zone that we're in, he behaves differently. Right, so you can see like P3, PP2, V8. I assume there's also a relating part on top there. Where like, over there, he's currently in 9. Yeah, it's like over 9. And so Vamp, like V maybe is just go up to 9, die from 9 down there. Because the player is in zone 3. And it was previously, maybe P stands here for, you know, player in zone 2, and then PP stands for like previous player zone or something like that. It's 2, 3. If I go here, yeah, it's 4, 3. It's exactly like that. So yeah, at least the right half, the first line, P stands for which zone we are in right now, and PP stands for the zone we were before. And assume the V2 is then where he would come out next. No, it's 13, that would be here. 12, 11. Maybe it's just what he's assigned to. I also wonder why they're like colored the way they are. Are the zones next to us like danger zones specifically because there's like certain interactions to it, and then the other one all the way across are specifically safe? Maybe. Also, what is that purple line up there? Sometimes when I do the FPV door clip, I get stuck in the door after area change. Right, 𝐾𝐮𝐮, that's an interesting fact because the doors are checked once you leave the door and when you enter it on the other end. So you can clip through any door in plant with Raiden, but unfortunately, if you don't have the right card, when you enter the zone and you don't have the right card, the door will just never open for you. So for some reason, when you leave an area, it does not need to check for the card because we just glitch behind it. But then when you enter the next zone, it still checks again for the card if you have the right one, right level. Right, what happens here if you shoot out the lights? Still red like that. So that maybe does not change, but maybe just takes away his mode. There also doesn't seem to be a counter here. We have once again something like pointed out here. This is what was drawn for the 𝐾𝐚𝐮𝐻, like the seagulls. And you want to see something individually, so maybe we can manipulate something here. Interesting. So this like dotted line, just like the dash, 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 changes if I'm in FPV or what, or not. Sorry, I'm left. Okay. So like the dash lines should be something about like status, I guess. Okay, the N attack was definitely his attack counter for the swords. Sorry, knives. Because that went up. Very fascinating. But it looks like what you would see in an MGS1 camera. Right, it also appears for guards in my version of the game too. Oh, okay. Anything to lock pause his move cycles? Unfortunately not. It's just really seeing the zones here, which gets rendered on the map. And then the info text, usually like an info dump. Nothing else really, unfortunately. Yeah, V must stand for Vamp. Most likely what he does there. Does L1 lock on change? Well, I'm locking on, I mean. If I let go, nothing happens. Oh, you can shoot the knives. Oh, God. So nothing with like auto aim and aiming at him seems to like do anything here. But yeah, if I go FPV, this is like a W here all of a sudden. And if I'm hanging, it makes a Z here at the end, or a Z. Fascinating. And B is the big slash here. Yeah, mode 13 is just the slashing really, it seems. Like if I leave in here. 12 water. 11 diving. Huh. It's also remarkable you can't see the health, but I mean that's also because I turned off the display here. If I turn it on, we can check that here for sure. So I guess they don't need that in the debug view. It's basically marking just the corners here with the yellow lights, right? You see these yellow lights there, there, not there, but there, and there. There's 4 of them in total. No idea what they do. Lock on doesn't work on them. Ah, I see. V is definitely which cell is in. That's what I assume as well. Yeah, when he runs towards you, you can definitely see. It was just 12, 13, 2, and then he's now in 3, and now he's in 4 of my cell. So the V value is which cell he's been associated with. That makes sense. Alright. I mean, to me, that's kinda good enough for now. I want to know what all the other values are. I probably have to like dig in deeper into the code. That looks like half in points for his dancing. Yeah, I would assume so as well. It's just weird that when he's there in this corner, there's nothing there. But maybe again, it's just like not printed out there. Vamp's voiced by the black kid that got shot in the car in Pulp Fiction. Oh, really? I just know him from his Futurama voice acting. At least that's what Apache told me about, and then I will never forget that again. Yeah, but he's definitely associating himself with these like zones on the floor. Even when he's above, there's still a very distinct, you know, V value that is always linked here. Now the 6 has a J. The 8 has no J anymore. Oh, maybe the J on the floor means where it drops out, like gets out of the floor. So maybe we can use the J like to tell when he will jump out of. Oh. I just like the Pulp Fiction one because it's funny. That's absolutely fair, yeah. It's like always going back to the slide source for sure. Yeah, I think from this angle we can see most of these points. He's now 8J and he drops exactly out at 8J. So presumably the zone that's marked with a J, that's where he will drop out after he dove. I mean, it's fair. Maybe something like jump out of water. Fair enough. I never watched Pulp Fiction. Be meaning to give it a watch, lady. That's kind of a must-watch, I would argue. Yeah. Seems like even though he goes there, he's still attracted to certain corners when he retracts back then. Alright. I mean, kind of all that I'm getting from this here, so I don't really have a reason to go there. 8 jump. Yeah, whichever zone is marked with a J, that's where he will jump out next. And it's usually across for me. So now it's 12J, and he goes from 12 over here, and then runs into me. So the J most likely is for the jump out of water, and the zone it's attached to. Yeah, K is only when it's for nice, so presumably then K just stands for nice, right? But there's also a counter going at like end attack, end underscore at TT. I wonder again how it works when you're hanging, because that's the actual UX way. You know, when you hang here, you wait for him to get out. When you hang in, he's now in Z. So the status Z is active, and then he tries to slash me here. He's like, oh, don't slash me. No. Ah, ouch. And gets out again. Let me do this for you. Yeah, jump up position makes sense. Sure. I guess that's the easiest way to manipulate him, right? Just when his Z is active. Fun stuff. Now his AI is vacant. Yeah. Not much going on there. Alright, let's move on then, I guess. There really is not much going on here, so I don't know. I'd like to investigate one thing, and that is the so-called Emma teleport. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. Or is it teleportation? It's when we get Emma to stand on the left half, basically, of the shell to or 1F. Oh, she has blacker now. That's fun. It has not been rendered. Z is Z invincible. I hope your streams will get nuked by them for playing the debug build. I don't know. Emma zip. It doesn't work. It's on Windows 11. The laptop is on Windows 11, so can't be executed there. For some reason, something changed between Windows 10 and 11, the way they calculate math, and it does not work on Windows 11. We tried it on like 12 different Windows builds, so.
Right.
I hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, we'll see what happens. If you never hear from me again, well, it is what it is. If they send me a cease and desist, I will follow that. I will definitely take down all the videos, so maybe make sure to download the VODs. They're public for now, and I have them recorded as well, but you never know. If they come and then say like, hey, stop doing this, I'll be like, all right. You definitely have the longer stick and way more lawyers, so I would definitely follow. But until then, you know, we just play this. By the way, with Emma, we also have a few options here. So now that we're here, Emma has Muteki mode, was just 0, 1, and 2. It's most likely the exact same thing as we have. So Muteki mode 1, no damage being taken at all. Muteki mode 2, you do take damage, but it does not reduce your health. So you can still see if the interactions with the word and damage taking, you know, cause the correct animations and stuff like that. Status is basically just status printout, I think. And the event target. Probably when we're out of water, we can see where she is at. Ironically, despite Muteki, if she's below, you know, oxygen levels, she still takes damage. If there's any valid reason to C and D, it's not like you're showing off the PS3 SDK and action combining code from Fresh. Yeah, exactly. That's why I specifically only show my notes in my own wiki and not the code itself. For the eventual video that I want to do based on these streams, I will maybe show like text snippets of the code, like little phrases. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Target view works in that way. So, yeah, that's what target view does with Emma. And now that we're outside of the water, also we see the status. Yeah. So you see exactly how much life she has. She has 36. There's current flag. There's motion, navigation, all that stuff. Oops, I went into the water. No bugs. Oh yeah, these things, there's like nothing there. Oh, I'm playing European Extreme. Guitar, what are you claiming of me very easy thing again? How dare you? I only go to very easy if I have a specific reason. It's definitely more interesting for me personally on the UX. Why is her life not... Wait. Am I tripping? Didn't she have only 36 life before? And now it's 54? Can I punch her? Oh, you can punch her, but only forward. Okay, let me be mean. I hope you don't think less of me for doing that. I just want to see how she's coded, okay? Seems like there are definitely like hitbox interactions with her, but they're not like seemingly at least working how regular guards work. Okay, there's no check here with the laser. So I wonder if I can grab it from behind like this. I do wonder what her actual range is, because if I press triangle, you can grab it from like way further than this interaction zone makes it look like. And at the same time, I wonder what this pink box does. The pink doesn't do anything. Most likely it's just the red one. If I shoot her like this here, definitely not the head. Does not count as a headshot. So this is probably not even the real hitbox interaction there. So I definitely try to shoot it up her head. Wait, oh, so she's a Muteki. Hang on, yeah. Sorry, she's a Muteki. Makes so much more sense. Yeah, that kills. Okay, so if you hit the red box, then she dies. I just had Muteki on, never mind.
You didn't.
This is how Germans are. I'm just investigating. Ping is a bug, Fearbox maybe. That is good thinking. Let's try to drag her over and see how quickly she reacts to that. Also, oh, we're all the way back here. Oh no. Can you freeze it? We want to know why there's a counter for how many times you can make a code. They can try. Like, we'll see. Maybe quarter chords? Maybe. I just keep her health above her A so she doesn't like constantly sit down, which would be very annoying while debugging. If debugging for shows that counter. Yeah, sure, let's print it out. Just gotta get out of the water because inside the water it doesn't work really, unfortunately. So what's the codec? Shoot. Does she even have one? Emma, 141.52. Oh, it's right there. I didn't even need to change anything.
Down.
Oops. There you go.
Emma,
Now it's
you
on.
okay?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, one thing for sure though, I suspected it already, that's why I reloaded. Her current life is 36. If I grab a hand, it did change to like a higher number, so I don't know why that was. Huh. It definitely was above that for some reason. Cool down, lady.
How are you, Emma?
Okay, I think.
Yeah, you can track her and then we talk her to sleep.
Definitely not.
She was sitting now. Right, that was it, yeah. Yeah, we can wake her up again that quickly. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's no guards here, so we can't see her thing value. She doesn't have that, probably. There's a cold stare, cold count in MIH, for example. She definitely looks away.
Emma, you okay?
Yeah.
Emma, you okay?
Yeah, she's still fine. She sat down and you went in the water. Right. Did she do that still? Maybe because her health was below the A and then she tried to heal up and then actually healed her up more? Damn, what? Impenetrable ankles.
Emma! I can't believe this.
Does she count as an enemy eye too? No, there's no guard settings, unfortunately. I tried that. I had this crazy memory where you could punch, choke her, and call, and she'd goggle over the call. Jesus Christ. Actually... yeah. I would assume she's an actor and every actor has the exact same values like faint value and stuff like this, right? But, yeah, I wouldn't know. Go to something like if you froze her once or more, she can now give you the cold stare. Fair enough. What the fuck dies from an ankle shot? I would die from an ankle shot if I was already almost drowned, you know? Like, oh, don't do this to me. Oh, no, my ankle, I have enough. I'm gonna be dead now. You know how it is. Let's see again here. Now her life is 37 because I managed her a little bit better. I'm actually able to damage her in that sense. But only punch her.
What do you think you're doing?
If cold stare is active, the character intentionally avoids facing the player. Unfazed. I mean, we've seen this. Yeah, we've seen this already. Yeah, you've seen this. Like here. She's like facing away from me like, no, please don't. Stop. Like, what are you doing? Stop it. Look away. I mean, if that's what cold stare means, like, it's not that crazy interesting. Is it event view trap? Oh, there's no trap there. Maybe it's hazard? Or hazard just did that. Oh. Did the mistake of using hazard check. I've wanted to go one left there. Special spray, I couldn't help but do this when I got bored. Fair enough. With the code in some areas, maybe wonder why bother counting how many champs she throws. Maybe like a special interaction or something. What did I want to start here? Man. Let me launch that one more time. Plan writing. Am I fine? Load. Am I event started? Am I event KO bridge? Should be this? Yeah. I know we're upstairs here. You take it out again. Wait, the dweeb's wearing her shirt inside out. You can see the tag. That's what that is. Huh? Oh. Hey, I'm cold. Cold con. Interesting. So there it is. Huh? Yeah, her full health is 100. Oh, she just gasped. So maybe that's something. How better will speedrunners get with this new knowledge? 0 improvement. Right now, with all this debugging, we just found a few cool new insights and a few cool explanations how things work, but there's no like new trick or new improvement that we found yet. But explaining stuff is basically all I want to do here, so.
Emma, you okay? How are you, Emma?
You should get gas, yeah. Maybe that's all she does.
Emma, you okay?
Just that all over and over. By glitching back to shell 1, what do you mean by that?
Emma.
Well, like, why do you what do you want me to do with shell 1? So why is there like this line here now? That's weird. I have a feeling her violet box is similar to our find Hitbox box. So if I go here, find box, if more than 50% of her like pink box is in this zone here, then she will go like, oh no, box. And maybe the yellow dot here means that's how far she will go back. Okay, girl, you gotta wake up. We got business to do. And then she navigates to that dot? Aha. It's not hand holding. I can hand hold it here from way further away. So you know. She does get to me from like way further away. I think it's just when this pink box is for more than 50% in these block areas here, then she goes away. Yeah, it seems like she will walk there. Let me drag her even further inside the box here. Let go and then see. I should just keep going.
Bugs! I hate bugs!
No. Off you go to your dedicated spot. But she actually just waits there. That's fun. Hold on, I'm getting a message. How do I read these actually? I've never...
Bug!
What button do I press to read the phone? I forgot.
Bugs! I hate bugs!
Maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. God, I hate the vibration. Turn it off. Carol, can we? There you go. Alt F4. Yeah, that should do it. When going to the computer room, do the door chip to get to the sediment pool. To soft lock myself back inside. Why would I do that? That means the SOTs in the Vamp thing must also be spots he walks to. Yeah, I would assume that the lights show just where characters go to. Should pop on when you equip it. Okay, it just didn't then. I didn't do anything wrong. That's good. There's 2 lines regarding the code every 128 ticks. Then at 600 ticks, she says a third line about it. Alright. So EX, we just go down here, go left. And then we can do teleportation, which is parking here, basically here. I assume it's just the whole zone here. If I go to player and zone, if I park in this zone here and then leave and move on, you have a Godstone fighter. When I leave the area, I come back, she will be inside the president room.
Freeze.
Which is also fun because there's no guard up here. And then when I come back, it's quite fun for sure. She's motion 10 now instead of 11. That's fun. She's like fully crouched down here. But yeah, she pops out in this zone here for some reason. Nobody knows why it works, but yeah. When she's on the other end, on the other side, you come back, she spawns in here now. Fair enough. Seems like the cold value is tied to a posture too. Didn't know this trick. I gotta catch up with speedrunning. I happily teach you if you wanna. Always having a good time teaching speedrunners. Same thing also happens here. If you ever know. Oh. Like if she goes too far outside, she walks back inside again to that yellow dot. It's like, oh no, I'm too far outside. And now she goes even further. No, just. Oh, she's like, oh, it's like tracking me. Well, I am. And she goes back inside again and then comes closer again. Oh. Okay. Well, you guys know, of course, that move, right? We're going here now. But she doesn't need to be knocked out, but like, if she's like with a hitbox outside, and I leave her there, and I just let go of her, and then I go to the next level myself without holding her, instead of needing to drag her through the door, she's already here, a little bit further in the level, which saves us a little bit of time because we don't need to drag her here. And then we can even bounce into her to push even more forward, which I did a bad bounce here, I admit that. I do something like poof, and then we can move on like that. It seems even when we're like not directly connected, she will set like a marker to where we need to go. Which is fun. What am I doing here? I can just close their eyes. Anyway. You can see, of course, see the eye view if you want to. Well, that's the fun part. There's actually a guy on top there. So randomly look over to us. Didn't I close it? It's closed. But each time when I like away from her and then try to get her to me, she will draw again her like yellow line. Or yellow dot, sorry. Fascinating. And then another thing that we can do with Emma is when we are in the next zone. So in this zone here, when she's inside of this zone, we can already move on to the door and don't need to drag her anymore. I guess I want to go here. So we'll just go here to the door. Normally you can go, I think because we're on alert. No, there you go. So just moves on.
Damn it.
Let's do see Emma if their eyes are close up.
This door.
Yeah. That makes sense. Navigation to be to me. Alright, so what's fun about sniping with Emma and debug menu is we don't need to do any sniping. Technically. We still need to do sniping, but it's a little bit different. It goes to show she has 100 health. She can definitely tank a few of the shots from the enemy, which is fun. So in case you didn't know, right here, if we aim up like this, there are some ciphers preloaded, which you can just shoot with the AK. There. That was found by Marlon Haight, or H8. The letter H and then 8. Marlon Haight. Very fun stuff when you like get rid of these ciphers quickly. Saves a little bit of time because you don't need for them to like fly out. But yeah. Besides that, do a lot of this stuff here. We can check that targets and things. Of course, enemies are also here as well. The 𝐾𝐮 is on here. The NPC snake is here. It's like there's a lot of settings in this level here, specifically because like all of these systems come together now. What? Yeah, I figured I'd just sprinkle a little speedrun knowledge in there. This is amazing. Okay. See, this is why you tune in into a speedrunner as well. You get the little speedrun tricks. Right, you literally just go here where the ammo normally spawns for the PSG-1. It's just this little corner here. You can turn around, AKS, and then you aim like basically where the bright spot is here. And then you take out all the ciphers at once. Then you can come back here, PSG-1, do the usual. Like shoot all the things and stuff. Which again, that I actually don't need to do at all here because we have debug menu, so I just set it to Muteki1. She will just literally truck through these. You watch it even in real time. Damn, I didn't know that. This game continues to impress even years later. Yeah, this was found just a few months ago, so this is relatively fresh information. Which is why I figured, well, I have you all here, you know, I'll tell you about that. It's the fun part. Unfortunately, despite Emma having Muteki mode and she can just, you know, tangle the claymores, she will get seen still and then still behaves as normal. She just walk through one. And yeah, all these guys are standing there. Like, she doesn't take any damage. And she's now covering in motion 33. So we still gotta do some action, unfortunately. Central. I'm a bad shot. I gotta use the madness here. Which is funny as well. They take a lot of shots there. So let's go to enemy think value. And a lot of these will now like despawn, like the 4 that have life 0 here, that are now in CT3, just counting up, they're dead. But they also despawn, and I would assume they will also be like replaced again. So just for clarity, let's restart this level here. And you see like there's the maximum amount of guards here. They're all doing things, they're all loaded in. And if I turn on eye view and turn a few other things off because there's like way too much shit on screen. There. You can like see what they're all doing there. They're all preloaded already. They're all existing. They're just waiting their turn. Right? You can also just put them to sleep. you want to be like that, sure. Then taking a big old sneeze. Snooze. What's fun is though, these guards are programmed specifically to not have their feint drop. Regular guards, if they get like knocked out like this, their FT or feint timer goes down naturally. But then this level specifically, it's like they just turned off. Like, hey, nice. And you can see they was already taking action. Now they're coming around, slowly activating. Oops. There you go. And while they're sleeping, they're also the view cards permanently active. Jesus Christ. No, let it be on and then think value off. Yeah. A lot of view cones here. Oh, jeez. Yeah. I also take a lot more shots here. And now I gotta activate Windows again. Why exactly doing the stream? This laptop's like, your Windows is not legit. It is a legit pre-installed Windows. What are you saying? Jesus. Does it still work? Oh, she's already gone. Alright. I definitely want to put on the display again. Even the devs couldn't skip Emma. I know. Disappointing, isn't it? Oh my goodness, man. On this level, you can actually see quite well like how large the view cones are from these ciphers, right? Because they have a very like narrow view, but it's an insanely high view. And on the right there, well, my right, your right as well, you can see quite clearly how like insanely large this one is. Fascinating. But they actually like fully despawn. While the other ones that are asleep, they're just there. And now the next ones are also coming in, activating. You can also see for a brief moment how the guards saw Emma and they had a very strong red line connecting to Emma there. So this purple line must also be the hitbox. One would assume. Am I on unequipped again? I am. Oh well. Yeah, everyone's asleep now. Hitting the snooze button. Even then, just look, them looking up. Massive view cones, I love it. This level is great to like display how large the view cones are. Jesus Christ. That vertical cone shape is crazy. Explains many of the times we got caught by a cipher that was changing levels. Right. How much does lying down steady you aim? I don't think it does at all. I would argue it still shakes the exact same as standing. Whew. Oh, good luck, bro. I love the instant ammo refill. It's so good. There's another large one coming. Yeah. It makes sense that these ciphers have a thin but tall view cone, I guess. It makes sense. How else can you do the directional mic? I could, but like, you just want to hear the Easter egg with Johnny, or do we have a deeper idea? Because I want to eventually get done today with MGS2, right? And I didn't want to do like more of a time into the night. If I may be that selfish, okay. So funny how she just tanks all the ciphers there when we have Muteki on. Nice. I do wonder if in Vamp do the logic changes, if there's any logic at all. I mean, he's literally just standing there. Can we maybe see his hitboxes? I have no idea. That's what I want to go here to today. You can look at the VR diamonds from MGS1 VR. Right. Well, he's just invisible. Nice. Well, as we can see, there's only Emma, Game, NPC Snake, and like nothing else. So this, unfortunately, is a section where there's no hitbox viewable at all. We can only see like Emma's viewbox, not Vamp's. So it's a little bit disappointing. Funny, well, like exactly the legs are in front of us. We still had Vamp behind her. Why the legs are so easy to do it. Damn. That's why it's so critical when the arm's in the way. It definitely plays a different sounds for like headshots, but like, oh, that doesn't even take that much damage. Funny how accurate her hitboxes are compared to the guards. Yeah, for sure. How do you control the water in this debug, or was it something Beacon was doing? I have no idea how to control water there, nope. Sorry. Usually she's a timer. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't want to be bothered too much. Good. What's going on? Oh, this dude is jamming. I was thinking, what is going on with this hitbox? And I was like, oh yeah, right, he's listening to music. So of course, like his entire view cone was like shaking heavily. I guess that makes sense. All right. Again, these ciphers permanent view to us. No idea why. Oh, a little bit too far. I saw it turn off. I was like, oh shit, the cameras. And then I remembered, oh yeah, right. They're off. Thanks, Pliskin. So yeah, by taking big steps toward the end. She had a heart hitbox?
It's been a while,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Good luck hitting right the heart.
Ripper.
You know
It's just a little tip of hair that's still left over, right?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Oh well.
high concentration of cerebral implant.
Oh.
Have they altered your memory too?
Oh. Turbo. Oh. Thankfully, it's just a little demo here. Nothing crazy going on.
So you... Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while.
Is Fortune's hard hitbox on their other side? I would love to tell you, but I can't. For one, Fortune doesn't exist in the game in the sense of that she's a playable actor that you can hit, I'm pretty sure. So you can't inspect her hitbox. I think I'm very sure of that. And at the same time, my game does not load the dock, so I can't tell, fortunately. Yeah, she should not have a hitbox at all. That would not make any sense. By the way, like, yeah. Wish I had that. I don't think you need that. Yeah, maybe the dude was just like, man, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. Hexagon Plasma is a fun thing. This is the only level where this is active. So for some reason, there's a on or off setting for this here. And I assume it has to do with the tiles on the floor. There's this little effect where we see little hexagons on the floor being rendered. But if I turn this to 0, still see them. So I don't know exactly what this option does. Hexagon Plasma. Like, it could be the floor tile, but it does not seem to work. Oh well. Maybe the Fortune levels crash because of the missing stuff is located in the game data archives. Potentially, but it's a retail build that I'm pulling the data from. So it's not like I'm building the data myself, right? It's basically just the MGS2.exe plopped into the retail disk version. And I know others who literally did the exact same thing that I did, and for them the docs work, so I have no idea. That's when bullets interact with the floor? Maybe, yeah. Looks fire with dark hair. Yeah, right. When it's not rendering and it's dark, it's kind of nice. Yeah. So in terms of like debugging, probably not much here.
I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
All right, good shit, man. You have the text display on pause. Not the turtle snake. Yeah, if I turn it on again here under which one again? Come on. Is the option not here anymore? Or am I tripping? Demo skip effect. Yeah, the map thing's gone. Huh. I mean, don't need it anyway, but yeah, there's normally a map setting here where you set it to off and then you don't have the turtle here. I guess it's already off now.
Stay alert.
Fair enough. The Ouroboros. Right here is one thing I could show you just in a second. Okay. And that is how's it now? It's trap. So for some reason, this zone does not count. But speedrunners have to go up to like this line here. Apparently it's not even that far in. This is already far enough in. But you need to be in this zone to have the 6th code of call to be the one with Fortune. So in the speedrun we go up to this. We usually use this little circle as like a visual cue, right? But you have to be in this zone specifically. So Rose calls you and then continues the story onward, right? And now we can exactly see how far we're not gonna go necessarily. And yeah, I mean the visual cue works, but you can probably also go way too far. I guess, maybe. Wait, this like little zone is where we go. And if you're like below here, Rose does not call you, unfortunately. So you want to be like on this line here.
Jack.
There we go. This is where hexagon effect is, I believe. Set to 0 now and no hexagons. Maybe that, yeah.
Amazing how you walk around like that. Snake.
Naked riding. So you know NPC Snake is here as well. Now he's set to standard. You can even use the M4A4. It's on or off. Attack can be punch only. So if you bother him like this,
Damn, kid.
still shoots us. Okay. So I guess this behavior is only when you actually are in the fight. You should probably turn on Muteki. The funny thing is Arsenal Gear is where my favorite hold-up animation is, but you can't see it in the main game because you have no weapons here. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Other than that, the hexagon effect... Not still on the floor. It's probably just very hard to tell on stream. But I do see it underneath his feet. No matter it's on or off. Yeah. Debug and load USP while Snake is around, and Arsenal and Raiden can use USP. Oh, okay. That's why that works.
And find it for yourself. And when you
And so, of course, in this fight here, there's regular enemies. They're looking at you. Close the eyes, of course, if you want as well. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of view boxes, so this view is not really helpful necessarily. However, what is fun is now finally makes sense to check out the settings for NPC Snake. So NPC Snake, of course, can be set to be invisible or visible. Then we see here, it's not behind me. It's like charge in front of me. Like go behind him, he changes his mode. It's now search enemy. He's like searching it on himself. Now he's independent. He's also on for attacking. Snap Muteki is currently off. I could turn it on here. That's it also on here. It's always fun. Because I go here punch only, so he's only punching, not shooting anymore. Follow Raiden. Yeah, so in Tengu 1, there's definitely a lot more happening here. Behind Raiden. What if we go here? Did he finally punch him? Or is he just running after me? He's just running around, really. Yeah, if attack is punch only, he doesn't even shoot. And if it's off, he's just entirely off. Just running around. And we can use that here to on. Now it switches to the M4A1. Instead of the USP. All the fun stuff here. Full on backward spinking when you try holding up the Tengus. Those soldiers in big share that were high tech, you also do the same thing. That's fun. Yeah, you can see also this door here. This whole interaction is locked until all of the Tengus are down. But of course, as I explained earlier, if you do here an FPV, a punch punch kick, and let go of FPV while we do the turn. For that, I want to turn that invisible. And that as well. So we'll go here, punch punch kick. You can see our hitbox is slightly moved behind us. And then it goes forward again. It's a fun little technique that we use in order to glitch out of bounds here, or rather, behind the door. Like that. Can't wait for the Tengu Tanga mod. Good luck with that then. So, this is probably the last highlight for today. Because I can already spoiler race. Not interesting in terms of debug. Nothing really there. Solidus has a few things as well, but the real interesting stuff is happening here today. You guys maybe are familiar with the so-called coolant skip. Coolant skip is something that you can do on PlayStation 2 Sons of Liberty, where you, at the start of the fight for Tengu 2, shoot Snake right in the heart. And if I check out the hazard view, we can probably check. Right? He has basically a hard assault that we can shoot here, but he's always checking us right now, so it's really hard. We basically turn around and shoot right into him at the start of Tengu 2. That puts him to sleep for the longest time. Right? And then after that, we go exactly to this line here. Switch to the coolant and spray these guys just back and forth for about 1 minute and 8 seconds. For some reason, that then, after that time is over, you unequip the coolant. Well, on PS2, you just do it for 1 minute and 8 and automatically the fight ends. And
Impressive, Snake.
And then after, if you play Substance or later release, you can do the same trick. It's just not automatically happening, but if you spray them for 1 minute and 8 seconds, you unequip the coolant, you like punch, kick a few of them to have them fall over, and then you skip as well the Tengu 2 section. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And we're going to specifically then later print out the stuff from the enemies to see what they're doing. So wish me luck. Shoot him here, move down, coolant spray, and then spray for 1 minute. And we're going to specifically go here and then change a few settings. So I'm going to go that off, bypass off. I'm also going to do display off. I'm going to focus now on enemy and the think values, right? Because you can see all of these Tengus here. Once they're being sprayed on, they're permanently locked in think value 400. And their CD3 goes up and up and up. And with this method, we basically just keep the Tengus here stuck in time. It's basically just them staying here. And the CD3 value goes up and up and up. And my assumption right now is that it's just if this CD3 value goes over a certain limit, the game's like, all right, we're having a problem here. You probably softlock, so we're just going to let you move on. That's at least the assumption. I don't know exactly which value it is. But the fact you can see like most of them are around the same value and only one of them is a little bit further away. They're basically permanently stuck here. All of their thinking is turned off. They're stuck at 400 and CD3 just goes higher and higher and higher. And something around the 1 minute and 8 seconds mark roughly has probably to do with their CD3, their current timer. Where if that is high enough and then they change to be fallen over, the game thinks, all right, you're done. And there you go. And as soon as this radar starts going down, then you're done. If it's even just going down for a little bit, that's already enough. Now, I just did it for as long as their CT3 value was higher than their life value. 4,500. I didn't even check the timer. But maybe it was already the trick. Maybe I just have to be keeping them in check until their CT3, their current, is higher than the health. Now I got no proof of that. And unfortunately, I cannot go back right now. We're gonna wait until we're inside of race.
Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire.
Maybe trigger some type of value that's here to trigger the cutscene when doing this glitch. Maybe. Like initially we believed it's just like a safety feature from the developers. Like, oh, if they're stuck for too long, it just let you advance. Like again, on PlayStation 2, you don't need to do anything. You just spray them for like 1 minute and 8 and then you automatically forward it. There's not even something you need to do. You know, later releases, you just kick a few of them, they fall over and then you're done. Maybe it just has to do with the current value that it's like going so high that the number like overrides the next value and that changes something. Yeah, there's no pausing here possible because this is an audio that plays in the background. And that's also the only time where like, you know, you can actually move the menu around like this.
You came in handy as bait.
But I can't pause to do any setting changes here. Same thing also during the choking sequence. Before I finish the race, I have to go and have to turn on turbo or else I can't do it. So,
You ran from it, and now you've been led back to
a couple of these CT numbers reset down to 3-digit numbers. Makes sense if they are being pushed. They're always being pushed a little bit to the back and to the right. That's what happened there. But yeah, unfortunately, as I've already told you here, the race are kind of boring. There's nothing here specifically for the race that we can see. And of course, if you check them out with the Stinger, there's also nothing there besides their normal hitboxes. So, yeah. Someone must have tried this, but do you blind normal guards by spraying them for a minute? No idea. We need to check if they actually turn like blind, close their eyes, because like, oh, it's too much. I haven't tried it yet, no. Just indicated to kill time. Only saw the Tengu hold up there. Okay, you're on that. Dev menu has a demo skip tab option, but you get no data image. You still get a hold X and etc. Probably help loading times for people in traditional hardware. Maybe, yeah. In any sense, like I don't think there's really any point in playing the race here because I mean, just 8 minutes of your life wasted. The only thing that's really interesting, and that's the finale for today. I don't need to go back to Tengu 2, right? Do you want to see that again? I mean, I can, but right now it's just I look at them spraying. Their CT3 goes above 3,500, and we're good. That's all I have right now. Can you skip Tengus by closing their eyes at all? Like with the debug setting, eyes closed? You can try. Probably gonna bully. Oh wow, versus Tengu B Extreme. There should be that one, right? Oh my lord, there's so much on screen here. Yeah, spraying guards incapacitates them for a few seconds. Right, okay. Was there anything interesting in Tengu 1 script? Nah, not really. It's just the way how, you know, hitboxes work. Fun. I missed it. What was the CT value for again? It stands for current. And it's basically the duration that they're currently in terms of their animation or their face. So if they're like constantly going like this, they're obviously repeating their animation, right? And CT reflects for how long they're stuck in this set of think values. There's 3 think values, TH1, TH2, TH3. And CT3 basically just shows how long they're stuck in a certain status setup, I guess. Let's do it again. That's fine. I can show again. And I gotta wait until we're there. Just see if it's the Dorian kick. Not sure what you exactly mean. It's probably mistype, right? Or simply the time. The time is not enough on PC Substance. If I do this for enough time and then stop, nothing happens. You have to kick them to fall over. Again, for some reason on PlayStation 2 Sons of Liberty, you don't need to do anything after that. Something changed, and you have to have them fall over. Oh yeah. Again, eye control close. They're standing there. They still see me, right? But they're just standing there, not attacking me. No, all good. I'll go. We were here to test and debug, and sometimes something like, oh, this is maybe something. Sometimes it's nothing. That's fine. I do wonder, though, what is Snake's status now? It's just permanently frozen here when he's asleep, right? Huh. His name would attack enemy. I mean, that makes sense, right? Again, we just have them here. I do wonder again if the CT3 is above the life value. So if CT3 is more than 4,500, which is surprisingly less health than regular guards have. Like these Tengus actually have less health than regular guards in plant, where they have 6,000 health. Like your regular plant 1 or plant shell 1 guard has 6,000 health or life. These only have 4,500. Alright. Any placement pros and cons you can see via zones you couldn't before, maybe? Nah, but some of these interactions are way bigger than you thought, but it's not crazy. It's not like, oh, we're talking about frames and maybe potential tasks that can optimize a few frames. Other than that, yeah. So again, I'm going to do this until the CT3 reaches above the value of life, so more than 4,500. And we'll see what happens. There's also the very first column guard now has a value that goes up here at the exclamation mark. But I guess, I mean, you see right now on screen, this guy is actually not being sprayed anymore. He's just running around. So that's why he reset. Because it probably was just pushed too far back. Okay, the CT3 is now more than the health. And now it works. Okay. Let me just restart the game quickly so I don't need to like go through the entire dialogue again. What I mean is if you wait here for 1 minute and they don't attack because they don't see you, and then knock a guard over if it skips then or only because of the spray animation. Okay, Oliver. Good question. That maybe that is something. I would not think that would do something, but we can try it out. For sure. Tengu has less health, so you can kill more of them. Feels more like an action segment. Yeah, I mean, that would easily agreeable, for sure. Versus tank very hard. Ooh. So I guess versus tank 45A, that is the one? Ah, nice. This is immediately the one here. Good to know. Okay, eye control close. 328, like 25 roughly was when it started. Let me think value. So, of course, with eyes closed, they're just permanently running around in this mode, so 1842. Maybe the assumption is just like, well, what if now I wait until their CT3 is like higher than 4,500, but then knock them over? It may be still the theory that if their current value goes above life for some reason, that at least currently is the metric, that does something. Maybe it doesn't even need to be more than 4,500. That just seemingly worked right now. We started, yeah, we're like 50 seconds. I'm checking currently the recording timer because that's a good benchmark. Okay, we're roughly waiting for a minute now. Okay, now is when I would actually go and kick them. So now it's 4K. That seemingly does nothing. Oh, Maybe it has to do with the fact that the think value setup is 400. Yeah. Yeah, if they can't see me, they have nothing like they need to change towards. Column 5, TH3 is currently twitching between 42 and something else. That's interesting. The circle of CQC. Yeah. It's not the CT3 value, it's the spray specifically. It seems to be something about the free think values and that they're stuck permanently in 400, I would argue. There's still also a time factor there, so it's unknown if CT3... Maybe CT3 doesn't even have to go that far. It doesn't have to be 4,500, I would argue. Let me do this again with eyes open, then I take a timer quickly, so... That was not the idea. So, 3110. thing is, we also don't spray them for 1:08. We just count basically the start of the segment. So when the fight starts, and then plus 1:08. So it's not even the 1:08 that we spray these Tengus here. So in the regular speedrun, I would be going until, what is it? Recording time of 3:32.8. Yeah, was 3:32.18, sorry. Again, I assume it has to do with their think value 2 and 3 being 0 for too long, and then something happens in the game. Presumably. Okay, now I would like unequip and then kick him. That worked. And that CT failure was not that high at all. So presumably the spraying and then being stuck in 4:00, I would argue. Alright. Do test this glitch with the CT3 value of 1500, 2500, and then 3500, or even just 2500 to see if I'll be tied to the CT3 value somewhere. Surely.
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW.
We just know it has to be a certain duration or else it doesn't even work at all. No, the falling over, it doesn't matter if somebody's going over the writing or not. You can just have them falling on their butts and it's fine. You had full alert at the end? Yep. For some reason, usually like visually, if you see the alert going slight bit down, that works. I don't know if it maybe flickered for a frame. It's all very curious for sure. And it's really hard to understand what exactly is the reason why this works. So we need to do another deep dive as well. Maybe if you take it the GCX of this very particular fight, maybe there's something there with the actors. Maybe literally, and I have just not done it yet, but maybe in the code base, there's like a comment which says like, if player is doing something, automatically forward to prevent stuff. Like maybe they literally just wrote it as a comment in there in Japanese and just have not found it yet. Because admittedly, I've also not looked at it yet like that. But I'm fairly certain we can find something. And once we know, it would be lovely to explain it properly rather than just like, this is the setup, this is what you got to do. But rather than we do this and this, so in the backend, underneath all the data, we achieve this value to pop, event happen, something like this, you know? If you did the 𝐼𝐻 strat then aborted it, would it make the fight shorter? I wish, because then we would not do it for that long, right? The reason why we do it specifically for around 1:08, or actually usually more, 1:10, is just if we don't do it for that long, it doesn't work anymore. If it would be done faster, if there's a way how we can figure out to make it work faster, we wouldn't do it for that long. But at least right now, it's nothing known why we need to do it for that long. So, gotta download the source, I guess. I mean, that's what I did, or else I would not be able to play this. Yeah, I gotta look at it here. I would suggest to find an ending soon for the stream here, because it's already almost 4 hours long. Let's go to Solidus at the very end here. And let's have a good old time with the old man. It's the classic W61A. Like, we don't need to see the joking, right? It's turbo. And like I said, there's nothing erased that we can inspect there. So, unfortunately, tomorrow's a good day to do so. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But Solidus, as you see here, has exactly one thing. Solidus motion view off or on. So all we see is like his animation. Ah! Frick. That's all we get as a debug here. It's, yeah. That's why I said we're gonna be done soon. Like the Tengu 2 part was the most interesting thing at the end to play in the debug version. Everything else after that is just like, well, yeah, not much there. my friends, what just happened? I know that the Muteki mode really weirdly interacts with Solidus here. Like normally when he slashes us, nothing happens to us at all. It's just like phasing through. But now he picked us up, put us down, and now we're at the bottom of the level? What? Huh? I think we're like just in the... Okay, we're in the corner and then I fell down. The fact that even under Federal Hall there's a floor that we can walk on. That is fascinating. What a shame. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame, yeah. Yeah, not much damage on so shame. There's still probably some you should check out there, I wouldn't imagine. And it's just really the interactions with him and us if we have different statuses here, but yeah. That's like the only thing we have for Solidus here and New York free roam. I would love to. I would love to go down there and check it out. But yeah, we could actually, for fun, just check the event view here. Some traps here or something. Let's see, he puts us down. And you can see our legs already clipping through the floor there. How far back can I go? I'm on fire, actually. Oh, guys, I find it. If I keep walking down there, there must be the cutscene that was removed for 9/11, I swear. Damn it.
Is that the best you can do? All right.
I love the teasing from the AI kernel. What was the name of the Tengu 2 map? Let me just load it for you quickly. Sorry. I can get you the data in just a second. Actually having a real free roam camera, that would be lovely. Versus Tengu was W45A. W45A. Alright. Well, like I said, there's really no point anymore to go through here, so... What is Arsenal demo? Is that the speech? Oh, it's the host choking segment here. Oh, that's fair. Wait, where you just you on the ground below the bed? Yeah, I was just on the ground. It's pretty fun. It's because of the Muteki mode, because normally he can't touch us at all, but the grabbing for somehow he can. But there's no hitbox interaction anymore with the floor when he puts us down, so we just fall through the roof. For some reason, there's a floor underneath Federal Hall and we can walk still, but yeah, fun. Again, it would be cool to actually have like a real free roam there. That's something that I was like reading, hoping that would be in this debug mode. There's just a toggle and we can like walk around. But you can see here, this entire fighting arena is one giant trap, because I would assume the developers were thinking, well, there's no other interactions anymore in this map here. Right, so it's not really useful for us to have any other zone here. So just one gigantic zone. And you can even see it here in the box here. Maybe there's a little bit of an upper and lower level, but other than that, yeah. Probably if I go like below this here and I fall, I'm dead. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, I just clipped through the roof because of Muteki mode there. But yeah, other than that, that's Federal Hall and Solidus there. Ain't not much else. Yep. And it seems to be just, if we like fall too far down, then like the different depth planes and interactions.
Is that the best you can do? All right.
Can you get a photo up with the Washington statue? I mean, yeah, there you go. Okay, it would be nice to just go down below and actually free roam. I mean, yeah, I could just wait here and just wait for him to grab me, but I don't think I can even walk that far. Let's just see if he does his thing, and then if not, I think that'll be it for today. do you think? He's trying his hardest. I guess I can turn off the event view trap. It's a hazard. Just a giant map there is a hazard. So where's the joking? Maybe not? I don't know. Now he doesn't want to grab me at all anymore. Please. I want to explore more down below. I mean, we could technically do this in the retail version. I just used the trainer. There we go. Yar. And down we go. I'm pretty sure if I like, go too far there. Yeah, I was leaning against the stairs, so I don't think I can go even further. Yeah, it's like an invisible wall there. Ah, unequip it. Oh my lord, we're like inside Arsenal here with the camera. I didn't even clip on there. The fire is still affecting us down below. If I go like too far left or right, I would fall down, and these stairs are basically like a wall. Yeah, for some reason they're physical. I can't walk out there, so probably like I'm holding the stick right now to the left, trying to go there, but yeah, eventually I will just like slide down, and then on the other end I just fall down to my left.
All right.
I'm unfortunate. You know what? Tried.